think we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Oh, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. That's right. You're listening to DiPietro Rothenberg on this Dave Rothenberg 60th birthday celebration.
That's not accurate. No.
Yes.
No.
Happy
53.
Happy birthday.
53.
I'm Rick DiPietro.
What's the guy's name? What's the actor's name that plays the, he ends up doing, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, I don't know. How could I possibly know?
You know that guy. My co-host, Dave Rothenberg.
And there's no one better with the dink than Dave Rothenberg.
I'm great with the dink. My forehand was poetic on Friday.
Poetry in motion. Our amazing producers, the one and only RJ Santillo.
You know, everyone thinks you're such a great guy.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's actually accurate.
I'm keeping you on your toes.
A nasty little nugget. How about the very handsome, we love him, Raymond Santiago.
Is it called the MLS or just MLS?
He was doing that to you. Big shout out to the companies. Thank you for getting up with us. You can listen every weekday morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on ESPN New York. And now you can see Dave on his birthday live on YouTube. Number to call, 1-800-919-3776.
See you guys.
All right, bye.
We got an unbelievable show planned for you today.
Let's get to the sports now. Enough Airlink, enough pickleball, enough shirts, enough gold medals, enough Amani, enough Anita, Gabby, Jordan, Jermaine Illuminor.
Yeah, that's where we're going. After a slow start in Utah, the Knicks figured it out in the second half to beat the Jazz 134-117. Jordan Clarkson, 27 points off the bench. Thank you, Team Italy, and thank you to Vinny Pasquantino. He had 3 home runs in Italy's 9-1 win over Mexico last night, advancing Team USA, who didn't know the rules, into the quarterfinals to face Canada on Friday. It looks like we're headed towards a resolution to the Giants' ownership question. And guess what? 65 or sooner got a huge boost yesterday with the news that Evan Neal, he's coming back. Jets signed an offensive lineman. Cowboys, they continue to break Ray's heart. Sorry, Raymond. And as always on Thursday, 7:45, we had Knobservations. Did happen in Florida. RJ's world-famous stuff. He missed around 9:15. But before we get to all of that, as we all know, Dave has his new motto. The Giants. Here it is.
Or sooner.
The only problem is people are starting to question his level of confidence.
65-ish?
65 or sooner.
We'll win a Super Bowl in 5, maybe?
Feels like there's still some hesitation.
It's not a guarantee.
Of course it's a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee. It's what I expect to happen.
The people don't want what you expect. They want
Guarantee.
You know what? This model stinks. And we all know what that means.
When you stink, I hate you.
That's a little strong. Maybe you just apologize.
Oh, sorry, guys.
You know.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm
Let me fall on the sword. I suck.
Unfortunately, I think you might. At least RJ will get one of those lame T-shirts.
When I have the T-shirts made up, I'm not going to be able to give you one, RJ.
Oh, no.
Or not. Here he is, the birthday boy, all 60 years old of him, the one and only, David Hugh Rothenberg.
Well, thank you. That was a lovely open. RJ provides me with a present right away.
Very nice.
Brings in the glorious gift card. He switched over from
gas
card because he knows that we don't love that. I saw Raymond in the elevator today. We did the role transfer in the elevator for the first time. I walked in and got to see you, kind of performing the open with Raymond, walking through all the machinations, and here we are.
Here we
are.
I got you a nice little gift, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Yep.
60 years old. That's not nice.
Why?
And then people they're taking your lead. I get an emails. 53, you look 70. That's not nice. That's not. And I don't look 70. And that's not nice. You know who was already reached out? Already. Michael K.
Wow, look at what's he up for?
It's a great question.
Why is he up?
Before 6 o'clock.
Maybe he went up to the bathroom?
Maybe.
Prostate?
I mean, because
there's no way he's up.
What? I swear to you, he's awake.
Text him again. Was this like a scheduled text?
Oh, I guess I don't even know how to do that. Do you?
I don't either. No,
and then
maybe he does.
And then in typical Michael K. fashion, it's like it's genuinely nice, and then it's got to take shots. Happy birthday, my friend. The Giants got you Evan Neal as a present. So can I explain the Evan Neal thing? When I saw it, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Yeah.
And I was livid. And now I'm getting all these emails about, Harbaugh stinks. They're a disaster.
Oh, come on, guys.
They probably, I don't know what the financials are. They probably spent nothing on him. He looks at him and says, maybe I can get a little something, some unfinished business. let me see if I can do that. Do I like it? No, I don't like it. I wanted him gone. But I don't think this is going to be oh, my God, the whole Evan Neal thing. I think a fresh start for him would have been good. But obviously Harbaugh looks at him and says, you know what? Maybe there's something untapped there, and maybe I can find a way to get something out of it.
Well, that would be the hope.
Right.
I mean, he's a 7th overall pick.
No, I get it.
I mean, what is he, 25 years old?
Yeah, 25, maybe
Right.
26 at the oldest. Yeah.
And I don't think there's one person that looked at Evan Neal going into that draft, or even after they drafted him, when he walked through the locker room and the players that were currently on the Giants saw him and thought he would be what he is currently. Right? I mean, they were like, this guy's a specimen.
25.
Right. Like, I mean,
He's 25 years old.
He's had success at Alabama, which is a big-time college program.
Right, against the best defensive players
like
in the nation.
For a lot of people, a no-brainer.
No-brainer. You remember what Saquon said when he saw him in the locker room or somewhere?
You saw him walking through the locker room.
Get him.
Yeah, right. Like,
I want him.
That was the conversation surrounding Evan Neal. So everyone makes mistakes. And
That's a big mistake.
Well, but I've said to you before, that's what happens sometimes, though, with this, and why it makes it such a crapshoot is because everyone wants the draft for the ceiling as opposed to just taking, what you've seen on tape. And, this player has a higher floor but not a higher ceiling. Let's go for the higher ceiling. Like, he's got all these things that I can't coach. But for me, one of the things that they overlook sometimes is, like, well, tell me about, how much this guy loves football. Tell me how much this guy is going to improve or take it upon himself to improve once he gets to the NFL. Because the things that made him successful in college aren't necessarily going to make him that same player at the next level. Because you're playing with a bunch of guys that were you in college that continue to, that are older, stronger, smarter, and you're going to have to figure it out. And are you willing to do that or not? Put the extra work in.
I can't believe he's this bad. Like he unplayable. Didn't play at all last year. I mean, was a train wreck, was a turnstile. Just it's to think that this, because you talk about the floor. I thought the floor for this guy would be like, oh, he'd be at a minimum a decent right tackle. You couldn't even play him at right tackle. You move him inside to guard. He can't do that. He's just god awful. And rather than jump off the bandwagon and say, hey, this just shows that John Harbaugh stinks, maybe give Harbaugh a chance, maybe give him the benefit of the doubt and say it's worth a very low risk to see if you can revitalize this guy's career. And I don't think he will, but I don't think it's crush the pick.
But he's not a detrimental.
Don't crush the re-signing for a year.
I think it's I think it's 1-2. I think is what they signed him for. It's not. I mean, it's money-wise, it's nothing. And on top of it, it's like how much of this could be the prior regime too, and just not having the coaching staff in place that actually is going to push these guys to get the best out of them. Right? I mean, for a long time last season, I mean.
But he did have a good offensive line coach last season, as bad as the coaching staff was. I mean,
but just in general, easy training camps. Like this is not year one. This has been years of this. Look at Deonte Banks. He get first year he flashes, then all of a sudden, I mean, you can't play him either. So is it the players or is it the coaching staff? Like, is it the player that you've created? I mean, look at Abdul Carter was on his way to having a real disappointing year one, and you could give me all the pressure numbers and everything else that you wanted to use to defend the pick. But bottom line was he was not making the impact that you thought he was going to make as the 3rd overall pick and supposed to be the best player in the draft. And we hear now that he's getting, he's late for meetings and he's falling asleep and everything. So you let that happen. Like, it's one thing, Jimmy Johnson jokes around if Troy Aikman falls asleep. Well, that's once he was Troy Aikman.
Right, and you're already winning.
Right. Like, if Michael Irvin, after you've won a couple Super Bowls, falling asleep, it's like, okay, do I love it? No.
I mean, you're fighting for your job, for God's sakes, and you will allow guys to not show up for meetings and to fall asleep and to not know where they are?
I got a 7th overall pick that's 25 years old that isn't, from anything we've heard, detrimental to the locker room. Right? He's just not
I've never heard that.
He's just not a good player. He's underwhelmed. He's been for what you drafted him as. He has been a waste of a 7th overall pick. So I get this guy for $1.2 million,
right,
and I can turn him into a good guard. Why not take the opportunity to do it?
If he stinks, so he stinks. I mean, you don't want that, of course, but if he stinks, he stinks. You move on. You never have to see him again. Maybe he never plays for the Giants ever again, takes a snap. But they look at him and say, you know what? He's a huge man. Let us get our hands on him.
We motivate him the right way.
And see maybe what we can do with him.
Right. This is, it obviously didn't have a market, so his career now is in the balance.
Right. So if he has any desire to continue playing football, he better figure it out.
You're going to get the best out of him
this season. Yes.
Whatever that is.
Now, so whatever. But my first thought was, I thought we were done with this. I can't believe we got to run this back.
Well, just having the conversation at least. You know what I mean? You're just a part of. It's part of that that old regime that reminds you of how dysfunctional it was. And you're trying to get past that. Like, we're moving forward. This is going to be great. And then it's like, oh, Evan Neal's still here? But maybe maybe they turn him into something as opposed to someone you can't play.
Probably not, right? Probably not. But if they do, great. And if they don't, all right. Well, you know what? You've really what have you? It's not like you're paying them any real money. Pay them the league, the veteran minimum.
That's it.
So whatever. Knicks last night. So I didn't make it all the way through live.
Oh, you're falling asleep early these days.
I was very tired. Well, that pickleball took a lot out of me.
Took a lot of your poor calf.
And napping hasn't been really great this week.
No.
So I went to bed. We say early. I think I went to bed like 10:45.
That's early for you.
Yeah, I guess. And the Knicks were down like 9. I was like, if I wake up and they've lost this game, I'm going to be livid over this game. And there's not a lot of games like that can have. Utah's not. They don't want to win games. They're actively trying to lose. And the Knicks did themselves quite a disservice, falling behind by 18. And they were down by 18 to a team that really shouldn't be in the same stratosphere as them. They come storming back. Jordan Clarkson was really, really good. Cat played well. So there is some good.
Jalen was good in the second half.
Yeah, very good. At some point, and it's always Cat. At some point, I think you have to change your view.
Bridges.
Yeah, and start to look at
that's already
Mikal
happening.
Bridges.
That's already happening.
Because he is playing some dreadful basketball.
Yeah, and Stephen A. has been the one kind of beating that drum. Like, how do you give up that for what Mikal Bridges has given to you? But, I mean, that's, again, Mikal Bridges is a good player. Cat is at a different level than Mikal Bridges.
No, Cat can be a great player, but Mikal Bridges needs to at least be a good player.
No, of course, but I'm saying, like, the reason why it's
because the expectations are higher for Cat, of course.
Right. Like, I mean, Mikal Bridges was brought in here to be, like, a nice piece, like a good defensive player that would, shoot well from the mid-range, contribute from the three-point line, play really good defense, part of Wingstop. Right, but he's not going to be, he wasn't meant to be your 1B to Jalen's 1A.
And I don't need him to be that. But just be, like, pretty good. Like, you can't give me 17 and 5 and 3. Like, just be capable. He's been horrible lately.
It's been tough. But listen, the Knicks over the last 3 games haven't been great.
No. I mean, last night was not an appealing, attractive look either.
No, it's another sluggish start after what you saw. I mean, what you saw in Denver, which was awesome, to have the game against the Lakers with no LeBron, and then you got the Clippers game, and then to start this game the way you started it. I mean, what'd they give up? I know that I was reading.
Well, they had like 24 points 5 minutes in or something. Utah. I mean, out of the gate.
Utah had 14 threes in the first half.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they had guys that they couldn't stop. That I was like, I've never heard of. There was some guy, Ray. What was the guy that was like draining threes last night? And Brian's like that now.
Sensible.
Who is he?
Yeah,
I don't know. Sensible, the old Cowboy Sensible. I don't know Sensible.
I did Googling last night. They're not related. That's how deep
Bryce,
the rabbit hole.
That's Bryce
Sensible.
About.
Yeah.
And then we got fortunate that George went down with the hammy.
Really fortunate.
But they turned it on in the second half.
They did.
Clarkson
And I always
really
thought, I was like, they're going to win this game. They're going to win this game. But that was not attractive.
But again, like, goes back to what we've talked about with this team. Like, why even you've had 2 disappointing games in L.A. You're playing a Utah Jazz team that stinks, that doesn't really even want to play. Why are you making this more difficult? Right? Like, why go into this game and let them get off to a good start? And now it's like, okay, and now we're really going to have to battle back and, like, put in some real work because this team thinks they have a chance in this game.
And not only did they think they did. Right? I mean, you're up 18. You're up, 7, 9 points, 11 points in the third quarter. You have a real chance. Now, fortunately, at the end of the day, the George injury in Utah kind of showed what they are. And they don't want to win. Their goal is to lose games. And you made a game out of that last night.
Well, I forget what I was reading. I was reading some article this morning as I was getting ready for the show, and it was just like talking about the game and everything else. And it's like, the Knicks had 17 threes. And it's like, well, okay, they had 17 threes, but you also let Utah shoot 50% from 3. They had 18.
Yeah, and the Knicks started out horrible from 3.
Right, but it's like, why are we talking about the Knicks 17 when Utah had 18 and shot 50% from 3? I mean, that's not great. I mean, what are we talking about? And this is a team that's like the defense has definitely taken that next step. But now over the last couple, we're starting to see this inconsistency.
I think they're in that let's get to the playoffs mode. I know, but that's what it feels like to me.
Right, that's fine. And I get it against Utah. Right, that was my first thought. Like, this is completely explainable. It's like when Detroit lost to the Nets. Like, I can understand games like that because it's. I mean, you're on a long road trip. You spent a couple days in L.A. You're playing Utah. They stink. It's a Wednesday night. I can understand getting off to a slow start and then, hey, let's turn this on late if we have to. But it's the other ones. It's like the the games against the Pistons that everyone's paying attention to, or
Yep.
it's, Cleveland with James Harden now, or it's the Lakers. It's like, fellas, like, these are the games that we'd like to see you get up for. If you have a couple stinkers along the way against bad teams, completely understandable. Like, those are the certain litmus test games that you'd like to see yourself get up for, because it's like, hey, how do we, where are we at? Right? Like a quick temperature check. Like, where are we at compared to these teams? And you don't see that with this team. And I don't know if that's, just been the mentality since Mike Brown has taken over and you've moved off of Tibbs, where it's like you just have that natural letdown because that's what you wanted. And we'll be able to turn this thing on once we get to the postseason and ramp it up, which I hope is the case. But
that's all it's going to boil down to. Like, I mean, it's all going to be in the rearview mirror at some point in the next couple of weeks, and you're going to look and say, all right, we got to play Miami or Orlando in round one, and then that's what it's going to be. It's going to be all this entire. It doesn't matter if they win 50, 55, 45 games. This entire season is going to be based on what do they do April, May, and knock on wood, hopefully June.
I thought the point you made the other day was a pretty good point too. Is it seems like, and now I don't know if this is true or not, but it feels like it, and I think you probably agree with this, that every time you play the Pistons, it's like the Pistons have taken it as a personal.
Oh yeah, they want to kick your ass. Yep,
that we're going to beat you up. And it's not a great matchup just because of the physicality, the athleticism.
It feels like they take Brunson off of his game.
Right. And then you said it the other day, and then you got Boston. So Boston was supposed to be a non-factor because you had no Jason Tatum. They'd still be good because they're really well coached. They got they got Jaylen Brown, so they'll be pretty good. But then Brown takes his game to that next level where he's in the MVP conversation. Tatum comes back, and you're thinking, well, come on. He's 10 months removed from an Achilles. What version of Tatum are you going to get? It's going to take him some time mentally, and then you watch him play, and it's like,
right
he
away.
looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And you know what they're thinking too, is we had this team down 20, and they trying to defend our championship, blow those two games, and lose to this team.
You think they don't have the Knicks circle?
Right. So it's like, fellas.
So for a team that's done nothing,
yes.
Listen, conference finals, I get it. It was great. Last year was wonderful. But really, overall, big picture, they haven't really done a lot, the Knicks. And they're circled on two teams saying, like, we want them.
Yeah.
I don't love that.
Yeah, that you're going to have to go through.
Right.
To get to the
both
NBA
of them,
finals.
unless something miraculous happens.
Right. To get
both
to the
of them.
NBA finals.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's, again, that's where I feel like there's been, this little bit of a disconnect between them and what the reality of the situation they're going into is. This is as much pressure as this group of players will ever be under.
They're under a ton of pressure.
Because if they don't get the job done, this group will probably look different.
Oh, there's no way this team will be back next season if they underperform this postseason.
It's almost like, okay, sense of urgency has to be like real ratcheted up, and we're sitting here talking what? They've played 67 games already?
Yep.
There's not much season left.
15 games. That's it. 15 games. So let's see what they are.
Let's go.
Let's start to turn it up. And I think the 2 is probably sailed, but can we at least be the 3?
I'd rather not play Detroit in the second round.
Yeah, I agree. But then for not playing Detroit in the second round, you get Boston in the second round, which is not exactly a great parting gift either.
Well, but Boston wasn't supposed to be the 2 seed.
Yeah, but here we are.
We were supposed to be the 1 seed, is what we thought.
We were supposed to be the 1, and then you resign yourself to, all right, we'll be the 2. And now you've kind of resigned yourself to, okay, if things go well, we'll be the 3.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. A lot to do today. Team USA moves on in the WBC. And you know who annoyed me last night?
Everybody.
Raymond with, why did they put this Italy-Mexico game on FS1? I want to watch the game. I want to watch. Oh, my God.
Game was over by the 3rd inning.
So what? Tubi's a disaster.
Tubi crashed.
Of course it crashed. Tubi.
Too many Dominicans were trying to watch the game. Tubi crashed.
Right. So thank God we're on FS1. And I'm glad that Pasquantino went bananas last night.
Thank goodness.
And another thing, I heard a lot of it. People jumping Aaron Judge. What the hell is wrong with people? Oh, see, he's in a big moment.
Everybody.
Do you understand it's baseball?
Yeah.
And, not getting a hit is very common.
Well, usually, 7 out of 10 times you won't get a hit.
Very, and for him, 6.5 at it, but, very common that you're not going to get a hit in a big moment. And, Judge, he just can't in a big moment. Oh, my God.
He just hit 500 last year in the playoffs.
People are amazing. Amazing.
DeRosa got killed yesterday.
He should have got killed.
Yeah, but, okay, you're right.
He should have gotten killed.
You're right. I don't disagree with you. And then you turn around and how you let the guys, and it's not so much that he doesn't know, it's more because he doesn't know, what does that lead to? Now it leads to, hey, this is going to be a different lineup. Maybe it's not our best. It definitely wasn't the best lineup. How guys are now
Did you see that he had Kershaw ready to go in? He was like,
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, let me get Mason Miller
yeah,
up.
But this here's the deal though. Like, you have how many people around you,
Okay.
right? Like, I mean, that's job is maybe someone's job is actually
he's
that.
the forward facing.
He's the face of it. He's the one that said it.
Right.
And he's also the one that's making the decisions. And I'm sure how guys behaved the night before that game. You know, how many beers are we going to have tonight?
Right.
Well, we're in, so I can have 6 beers
Yeah.
instead of
Enjoy
2.
yourself. There's a great tweet. I don't know if you saw it. It was like if you would ask any baseball travel parent what they needed to get in, they would have known.
They would know. 100%.
Right?
Yeah, you get that like at game 2. It's like, well, I've already looked at their
Right.
schedule.
If we can outscore right Team Mississippi by 9 or more, then we'll move on to the next round. You've been there. Oh, my God.
Every tournament. It's like
yeah.
Every single tournament. Like, what do we have to do here? Well, if we tie, we're in. If we win by 2.
Right. We just can't lose by 3 or more, and then we move on to the next round.
We had that in one of our games, but I thought we had to win. But apparently a tie would have got us in.
And you didn't know. So
Well,
you were the Mark DeRosa of that situation.
Well, we tied it up and ended up winning it, so it didn't matter.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's break. We got calls lined up, 800-919-3776. We got some football to get into. Obviously, the World Baseball Classic, a little NBA. It's bouncy. It's Knobservations. It did happen in Florida. A lot going on. College hoops as well. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bet loses. Here's how it works. Place a tournament bet using the token, and if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. That's 10 chances to play all tourney long, from game props and money lines to spreads, totals, futures, and more. You can even mix things up with same-game parlays for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to fill out your bracket, FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the action day after day. So visit FanDuel.com/local to sign up today. FanDuel, it's time to dance. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Must apply select token each day. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Become a Yankees Universe Fan Club member today. The Rookie and Explorer packages are now available. All Yankees Universe members receive a membership card, 2 tickets to a 2026 Yankees home game, access to a members-only website, and MLB audio at bat. Plus, Rookie members get an official New York Yankees t-shirt. A portion of all proceeds benefits pediatric cancer research at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Join Yankees Universe today at yankees.com/universe.
Hey, it's Michael K, and I love when I get to talk about my friends at PC Richard & Son. It's a local company, family-owned, and I trust them, and you should too. Right now, get tax season savings, up to 35% off select categories, plus save an additional 8.875% off hundreds of items throughout the store. And in-home delivery is free. Great savings, great service. It's what they do. Get tax season savings at PC Richard & Son today. Some exclusions apply. Free delivery on mattresses, $399 and up, excludes Manhattan.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At Wrangler, we know the essential question for any guy is, can I go like this? It could be date night, boys' night, work, or your nephew's school play. It could be anything, and the last thing you want to do is change. That's why Wrangler makes jeans, shirts, jackets, and tees that answer yes to life's essential question. You can go in Wrangler. Check out our latest styles today at Wrangler.com. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors or 0% APR for 72 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends March 31st, 2026.
All right, you can see Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Irish Exit Moynihan Train Hall. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Wow, that's exciting. Before the semifinal round of the Big East tournament. That's DHR live from the Irish Exit Moynihan Train Hall starting at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Brought to you by Schweppes. Above the rim refreshment. Feel the madness and refresh your game with the Schweppes Seltzer or Schweppes Ginger Ale. And by Sam Adams and Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Available at Jack Doyle's and John Sullivan's. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly. I don't have a pen. You have 2 pens there?
I don't have a pen. I don't need a pen.
Well, I'd like you to have a pen.
I don't need a pen.
All right, well, I'll take the pen for now.
I have
but
pens.
I don't feel good about it. By the way, did you have I had a dangerous amount of fog this morning driving.
Really?
Did
no,
you?
I wasn't that foggy.
Really?
Yeah, no. It was good.
No fog. West Side Highway? Could barely see.
Yeah, I don't have to go on the West Side Highway anymore.
Yeah.
Luckily.
But, I mean, I just figured maybe you're coming across or up and around. You had no fog.
It was good with the fog.
No fog?
No
That's
fog.
nice.
Stop for gas. It was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Did a nice little drive in today.
Yeah, there was a real chance that I ran out of gas because I didn't notice. Because usually
you like to really kind of push it with the gas?
No, I don't. And I usually would have. I got the special gas station I like to go to. And then for whatever reason, probably because I had hockey practice right into baseball practice last night, I didn't do it. And then I looked this morning when I turned the car on. I was like, I don't have enough gas to get into the city. I'm gonna have to stop now.
Oh, on the way in?
Yeah,
little stoppage.
Not my favorite.
But
I did it.
Yeah, well, as I think
I
you
actually
could.
found a gas station around me, which you don't normally find, where I don't have to hold it. Just it would.
Oh, really?
You don't normally see that very often.
That's nice.
That's always nice.
Yeah. When my wife reaches half a tank of gas, she's got to get gas.
She's back.
She needs to. You don't want it to run that low. You got to find gas. I'm like, sure, you have half a tank. No, get gas.
Who was it? Wasn't it Shaq that said that though? But that's how you save money.
No, you don't save money.
If you only let it to get half empty, then you save money.
No, you don't save money.
Sure?
Yeah, because now you're filling up twice as much. If I let it go empty and I fill it up all the way, but if you let it go halfway and then you fill it up twice as often as I have to fill it up.
It would be nice if we got to a point though where we would tell you exactly. Like I don't want an estimate. I want to know exactly how much time I got left. Like to the
before
point.
before you
Like
die?
I want to know until the car dies.
Would you want to know when you were going to die?
No.
You would not.
Mm-mm. No.
That would play head games with you.
Well,
but if you knew you were going to die in like 18 months, wouldn't you want to know that?
I don't know. Would you?
I don't know.
How sad would you be for the 18 months though? I feel like you.
But at least you would live your life.
No,
different.
but I think
yes, you would.
But in your mind, I think you would. But I think you'd also spend a lot of time being depressed.
Maybe. Like 85, 87. Yeah, I don't want to know that. That's fine. Like whatever that future holds. But I think if you were going to go in the next 2 years, you might want to know that.
Right, but I feel like that's one of those ones in a perfect world sounds like that's a good idea. But then when they tell you you're going to die in 18 months, you're also like spending the next how many weeks feeling awful for yourself?
Probably most of them.
I mean, deep state of depression. And then maybe you finally bust out of it and you start going crazy.
Maybe you live differently. Maybe you travel.
You probably would. You probably would once you like get yourself out of like the depression of him dying soon.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not great news.
No. Raymond, would you want to know when it's going to happen?
No, I wouldn't want to know. That's 18. And throwing out a number like 18 months.
You'd have to plant the seed immediately to keep the Santiago going.
That would be like extremely selfish. That'd be extremely selfish.
No, it wouldn't.
Plant a seed when you're checking out?
Yeah, because it's
you got to let the person know, hey, I'm checking out soon. Would you like to carry my baby?
That's not cool.
I mean, you got to keep the Santiago name.
Would you like a little Raymond?
I would love to, but
everyone loves Raymond.
But it's not for me at that point.
Well, what I'm saying is you have the conversation with whoever you're with and say, hey, listen, I'm going to die soon. Would you like to have a baby?
You make it sound like a business arrangement. That's what you make it sound like.
Do you think if you were in a bar and you told the woman, hey,
I'm dying,
have 14 months left, you're more likely for her to be like, you know what? Let's go.
No.
No?
Oh, maybe. Actually, not a bad point. Like if
you could use that to your advantage.
Doing you a solid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that were me, I'd be at the grocery store. It'd be like a long line. I'd be like, excuse me, I only have 14 months.
Everyone,
like, all right, you know what? Please move up to the front.
Everyone has a thing that works for them. Maybe that works for somebody. Just saying.
I bet it would probably work. Like once, at least once, that would work.
I would think so.
But it's not going to. You'd have to already have like in the midst of a conversation, you could tell she kind of likes you, and then you're like, by the way, some sad news here. I'm going to dine for it.
Or you use it as a pickup line.
By the
see
way,
a beautiful woman from across the bar. You
by
just
the way,
walk up. You're like, listen, I was just at the doctor yesterday. I have 11 months to live.
By the way, we
let's
really
go.
need to make this happen. So I've got like 14 months left. So
there's no time to waste. Let's get this thing going.
Yeah. RJ, would you want to know when it's going to happen?
I see. Part of me actually wants to say yes, but no.
You would not choose to find that out.
Well, mainly because of what Rick said. Because I would live in a constant state of depression at that point.
Yeah, I don't know how I would bounce back from that. Like, I don't know if I would. Like, if I would ever come out of it.
I'm not critiquing you guys for not wanting to know.
Like,
I think that's very fair.
I hear Kelly Clarkson on the Cross Bronx, and I start crying. Can you imagine if I knew it was
that's
dying?
the other big part of it. Like for that entire span.
But wouldn't you want to be able to like say goodbye to the people you?
It's a long
like,
goodbye.
It's a long goodbye.
It's a long goodbye, and I'd be completely useless to anybody at that point too. Like I wouldn't be invested in anything.
So
like,
I think if it were happening in 6 or less months, I would want to know.
You'd want to know.
I think so.
Would you do like videos for your children for like every stage of their life?
I'd have to think of something to do.
Have the Toby Keith song
Yeah.
on a loop.
I just saw a movie like that.
But if it's
Where they leave like videos?
Where
like,
she left
okay,
videos, yeah.
If it's
Started
like a year,
I cried every video.
Of course.
Why would you bring that up?
yeah, if it's like a year, 14 months, 16 months,
This is a
18 months.
depressing conversation.
Yeah.
Really?
Why did you do
I'm
this? Why did you do this?
I
On
don't
your
know.
birthday.
I'm sorry.
It's your birthday. You're 60, and we're talking
I'm not
about dying.
60.
You don't have to have
I'm
these
53.
conversations.
And you know why you should be happy I'm not 60?
Why?
RJ, what happens
You're
when I
not
turn?
retiring at 60.
I'm done at 60.
There's no chance.
I am out of
There
here.
is no
7 years and you're done?
No,
Done.
he'll be empty nesting. You'll have watched everything that's
Done.
possible to watch. You'll have nothing to do.
I started watching a movie yesterday, A Journal for Jordan, with Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Is the star? It's going to be one of those gripping movies.
Did you watch His and Hers yet?
No. I'm trying to clear out some space on the DVR. I want to watch that Carell.
I don't even know if I've ever heard of the movie you're talking about.
It's not bad. It's sad though. Like from
I don't
Jump,
want to
it's
watch
sad.
sad movies now. I want to be happy.
The Night Agent. I've heard good things about
Yes,
that.
I'm watching that.
And
It's good.
You're enjoying
I heard,
it.
what's the other one? There's another one that's supposed to be good too. Night Manager. The Night Manager.
maybe I'm confusing one with the other. There's a Night Agent and then there's a Night Manager.
Yeah, they just released season 3 of Night Agent. I'm almost through season 2.
That's the one I think I've heard good things about. Night
That's
Agent.
good. That's good. I think the Night Manager is good too.
I got to watch.
That's the next one.
I got to watch The Creek.
Yes. The Bleep Creek. I heard that's hilarious. I watched a little bit of that, but I didn't watch it. Like I didn't.
I got stuff. Shrinking, but I don't like watching shows till the full season's out. So The Pit, Shrinking. I got to get to those.
Paradise.
No, I never seen it.
RJ, have you started that? Or are you waiting for all the episodes to come out?
I'm in real time right now.
All right, do you love it?
I'm a big fan. Usually I don't get into that kind of show, but
See, John throws this awful monkey wrench into the thing.
What?
He goes, what if you could learn the date you're going to pass, but you didn't know the year? No, that's even worse.
It's even worse. What's wrong with this guy?
That's like a psychotic
Yeah,
game.
What
you
if you're
go
expecting
crazy.
it and it doesn't come that year?
Why
And
would
you go
any-
crazy?
My goal is to try to like help you chart out your life.
Right.
His goal is like some
What?
sadistic.
Like, upset-
like this is like Get Out.
Yeah.
Like what is he doing?
what about this though?
Why would anybody want to
like that. Like, what would you do as you're approaching that day?
So
be
every
you know,
year.
crap yourself?
what about this though? You get to that day, and if you get past that specific day, like a date with a year, you get
But
past
that's
that.
like Final Destination.
No,
though.
right. But you get past that, and I'm going to offer you 30 years. If you get past, now I give you 30 more.
No, but if it's your day to check out, it's your day to check out.
No,
you
but so
can't,
what
you can't beat Father
But,
Time.
okay, so what? No, that's not Father Time. Is it Father Time?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the Grim Reaper. It's not Father
Yeah,
Time.
the Father Time is aging.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
you want
All right, but I
Father
did
Time.
mean Father
Yeah.
Time. Also could use the Grim Reaper, yes.
like Rick, I told you it.
Right. So am I dodging like from the second it turns that day? Now I'm dodging the Grim Reaper the entire day, and if I make it through this,
How do you dodge the Grim Reaper?
they tried in Final Destination.
They
last one I watched.
never beat them.
He gets through that day. And then
Like the record player would hit the water bottle, which would tip over and hit the
he
live
runs around like the
electric
people
line.
in that movie screaming, "I'm immortal," and then something
And
terrible
then dies.
happens.
Well,
Like-
they thought they got through the whole thing, and
Right.
then the lumber truck hit them.
Exactly.
And
Do
killed
you
them.
know
Exactly.
who I believe was in at least the first Final Destination? The hot, sexy wife from Landman.
Love this game.
Allie Larder.
Oh, was she really?
I believe so.
That one's shocked me.
I believe so.
I think she was in that. Yeah, I
This
think
is
she
what I
was.
did.
The daughter and Glenn Powell have gone official now.
He's much older than her.
I think so, yeah.
And she plays a high school girl.
Yes.
on
No,
Lan-
just going to college.
high school, like on
She's going to TCU, yeah.
And she's like 29 years old.
Yeah.
In
Well,
real
she looks
life.
young.
Yeah. She looks very nice.
Oh.
I like her very much.
I know you do.
Yeah.
That doesn't shock me at all.
Oh, Jay, why?
We just we pick up on the ladies that catch your eye. You're
She
not afraid.
catches my.
She was in the first two. Good job.
All younger ladies, by the way, if we're wondering. Roman Anthony's sister, 20.
I don't think she's 20 anymore.
Well, she's in her 20s.
You're the
You know what?
You're the
I caught
DiCaprio.
myself
Yeah.
because I was going to say,
He's a creep.
Allie Larder's 50, but
Happy
she
birthday
wasn't 50 back then.
Happy birthday to Creepy Dave.
It's his birthday. He can be creepy, I
So
guess.
I don't understand. If I look at a woman and I'm like, oh, that's
Wait,
an
you're not looking at women. You're looking at young ladies.
She's 29 years old.
Wow. Close.
She's 29.
Hey, but you say woman like she's like a 35-year-old
Don't
woman.
comment out loud about 20-year-olds.
Buster,
Okay?
This is why he hasn't taken us to lunch.
Well, he can't back out of the lunch.
He's disgusted by it.
He's afraid that Dave's going to leer
Yeah.
at the next 20-year-old that passes by.
You think Eli's going to call today?
No.
To wish me a happy birthday?
No.
Was Eli informed that it's your birthday?
He has
I don't
no
know.
idea. No one at the Giants has any idea. We're the only one that doesn't have a regular Giant guest. I've said Phil Simms' names 100 times, and we don't have Phil Simms.
I don't know how they got Phil Simms.
Because Carlin has connections.
Carlin's good.
You have none.
You're not nice.
You suckle off Gary Meyer's teeth and try to get us guests through that.
Got us Eli Manning.
Yeah, through Gary.
Yeah.
That was only he did you a solid.
So what if I got Giants guests up the wazoo through Gary? That wouldn't be a success.
That'd be great, but you don't.
And I don't.
Is Gary going to call in and say happy birthday?
I don't know.
How about John Harbaugh?
That
How
would be
about
great.
Joe Shane? Nobody.
I don't need that.
Nobody.
Probably not.
What about Dawn?
Dawn?
Dawn
from the Garden?
No, Dawn from the Giants.
Who's Dawn from the Giants?
Aponte.
Oh, Dawn.
Dawn. That's John. That's Harbaugh's
I don't
right-hand woman.
I don't know her.
Joe Shane's boss.
I don't know her at all.
You're the Giants, though.
No, it's true. Maybe it'd be great if like every 15 minutes. Just
You think the
another one
Tisches
called in.
throw a little into your trust?
That'd be great.
A little ownership?
How nice would that be?
That'd be great for you. Good for the show.
A little piece of the Giants.
A little piece of the Giants.
I'm not asking for a lot.
Sherry might get a little piece of the Giants tonight.
She might.
Yeah, she might.
She very well might.
Yeah. She might be turned off with all this talk of younger women, though.
It's not younger women. It's
Sherry's
just,
in one today. I can.
Oh
guarantee
yeah.
that.
Oh, she's gonna get some later. I'll tell you that.
I can. I can. If Sherry said, "Hey, she finds whoever attractive," I'd be like, "That's great." I mean, if she opened the bedroom door and she saw me stooping her, then I think we have an issue.
Stooping?
What?
I don't think that'd go well for you.
No, I don't think so. And that it's not a concern.
Yeah, I don't think she's
because I'm not that kind of guy.
I don't think that Glenn Powell's girlfriend would ever end up in your bedroom. Just saying.
You don't have like a laminated list where there's some that you're allowed to have relations with.
There's no such thing as a hall pass.
No.
Anyone that tells you that is crazy. I don't care what anyone says. There's no way. I mean, even if you said a name that your wife's okay with you walking in and whoever it is.
That's true. You remember Andre Kirilenko?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got a yearly pass, right?
But-
AK-47.
But he never used it, to Rick's point. His wife would give him, say openly, when you're on the road, I know things might happen, never used it. So he knows.
Well, there's a bunch of guys that have that arrangement. Like, hey, you can do whatever you want, just don't get caught. Like, don't embarrass me. But I
Right.
couldn't. I mean, that's...
No. Emotionally, you couldn't do it.
Well, no. It's just, I mean, I just feel guilty. What is that? I mean, that's... Why even be in a relationship if that's the case?
I agree. All right. On that note, let's take a break.
On that note, we've gone completely
morbid.
Isn't
hall
that
pass,
the
young
beauty
ladies,
of the,
hall
isn't
passes.
right there in that segment?
Dave Stupping people.
Wasn't that the beauty of the show right there?
That was pretty much a culmination of what we do right there.
All right, so let's break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls. They're lined up. We'll get back to the sports. 800-919-3776. What's the matter? Oh, they're starting the drilling?
Again.
Oh, nice.
I can't get up there.
Yesterday, I thought there was a point where
It felt
they're
like
going to come
something was
through
gonna come
through the ceiling.
Yep.
All right, we'll break. We'll be back. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ SQ, in partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
March is here and the madness is underway. Schweppes offers above-the-rim refreshment and is proud to sponsor the Big East Conference. Take a break from the action with a Schweppes seltzer. Enjoy 7 refreshing flavors such as black cherry, lemon lime, cranberry lime, and strawberry mango. Each Schweppes seltzer flavor provides a perfect touch for any occasion. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783 and the perfect way to elevate your everyday refreshment. Stop by your local food bazaar to get your favorite Schweppes seltzer for a slam dunk experience.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, Long Island. Play with them, play against them, and we didn't change the name. It's still Pickleball Madness.
Meet Rick DiPietro and see his hot, sexy body and play pickleball with him. Watch college basketball with him. What a treat that'll be.
Get to play pickleball with Rick and Dave, and it's going to be great.
Tell him how to sign up, Dave.
All you do, there's a little tile on the ESPN New York app. Click on that tile, it'll lead you to how you can join, and away you go.
Pickleball Madness is brought to you by Pickleball Heaven and ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Now, ESPN New York is taking over Calandra's Italian. It's a village. It's a full village.
Sometimes it takes a village.
In Caldwell, New Jersey, on Wednesday, March the 18th. Join DHR live starting at 3 o'clock with a very special happy hour to talk sports and get ready for a huge night on the ice. Reservations recommended. To book your table, here's what you do. You call 973-226-8889. That's 973-226-8889. See DHR live at Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey, Wednesday, March 18th, starting at 3 o'clock. 800-919-3776 is how you get involved in this show today. And let's get to the calls. Let's go to Fran in Massapequa, see what's on his mind. Good morning, Fran. How are you?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, bud?
Well, hey, listen, you guys are great. Listen, I just want to start by saying I was a big Howard Stern fan when he used to be on the radio, and you guys you're just like them. Rick, you're just like Howard. Dave, you're just like Jackie the Joke Man. RJ is like Robin. And Fred, and listen, no, and I don't mean that. That's not in a bad way. That's actually a compliment. I know Robin's a female.
No, she's very talented. They all are. I mean, this comparison is high praise.
Ray is like Fred. And it's scary because you do the same things they do. You guys team up on Dave, who's Jackie the Joke Man. And if you listen to Howard, it was one of the funniest things in the world when they would go after him. Rick is the leader, like Howard, and Rick instigates it. It's an incredible thing. I don't even know if you guys ever realized it. It's just unbelievable.
Well, this is very high praise and nice compliment. So we appreciate that. What's on your mind sports wise today?
It's kind of a little shot at you, Dave, being Jackie the Joke Man.
I don't care. Yeah. It's fine. That's like Rick says. That's my superpower. Nothing really upsets me, so that's fine.
Calm down.
I'm
you
very
don't know about Jackie the Joke Man. You should look into it.
Okay. I mean,
exactly
this is great to start. We appreciate the compliments. Can we get to sports, please?
Rick made a comment. That
Fran, if you don't get to sports in the next six seconds, I'm going to hang up on you. So here's
Rick made
go
a
ahead.
comment about the Knicks. That Bridges, we got him to be not a number two, a role player. If that's the case, that's one of the worst trades in the history of basketball. And I'm agreeing with Rick. I don't think it's a good trade. So I think you're right, Rick. I don't think he could be a number one. But what a horrific trade to give up 5 number ones for that guy with some of the guys that we might be able to get that we can't get now because of those draft picks wasted on Mikal Bridges. And I was one who wanted him, but I didn't want to pay that much. Love the show.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely hamstrings your ability. Like, even with the Giannis stuff.
Oh my God.
Right?
If you had those picks.
What does Milwaukee want? Well,
and I like Bridges.
But do you like him for 5 first-round picks?
No. And I didn't like that trade the day they made it, and I like it less now. And, he says he's a role player. But be like a great role player. You don't need to be the one. You don't need to be the two. You need to be a terrific defender. You need to be a really good mid-range shooter. You need to be able to knock down the threes. And in big moments, you need to make plays. And I don't feel like he is meeting the expectation of what you thought you were getting when you made that trade.
Well, right now he's not. Right over the last couple, he's not.
He's been brutal, but I don't think that'll carry over.
I don't think so either. But again, you're talking about a team that, and him being at the top of this list, felt like Tibbs was pushing them too hard, and they were getting worn down. And they wanted to see more minutes for the bench because they were all expected to make a long playoff run, which they did. They got to the Eastern Conference Finals. And if, the Halliburton shot doesn't go straight up and go in, you're probably in the NBA Finals.
That will haunt
for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you remember that forever.
Well, you know what? In even retrospect now, that play felt like it took like 30 minutes.
Yep.
Like the shot goes up, it hits the back of. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No.
Or since?
Mm-mm.
Where a shot hits the back of the rim, goes, I think it went as high as like the shot clock.
Yeah.
And then just right into the basket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember.
That was
brutal.
That was awful.
But when you give up what you give up, what you've given up, and recognize that other moves that you could have potentially made now can't happen because of this.
Right.
Like there's high expectations.
I mean, 5-1s is that's like let's bring in a superstar player.
Well, I mean, if you had those picks last year at the deadline, you probably could have got Durant.
Well, think about that.
Which would have helped.
Think about what you would be if you had Durant, Brunson, Towns. You'd be a wagon.
Right. There's the consistent scoring that you're looking for.
Right.
To go along with Jalen.
And you wouldn't need him.
And a guy that can get a shot whenever he wants.
But you also wouldn't need him to go crazy all game every night.
Well, no, but we talk about this all the time with the offense. When it gets stagnant, you played the Detroit Pistons.
It's too much Jalen. Yep.
Well, it's too much Jalen, but he's the only one that can create his own shot. We need someone else. you're talking about maybe the best offensive player ever, and Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
At his size.
Right. A great shooter.
I mean, he's a great shooter. He gets to show whenever he wants to get. Like he can get to anywhere he wants to go. You can't slow. I mean, you can slow him down, but still, 6'11".
But the thing is, you can defend him really well, and he's still going to get a great shot off. So yeah, he would have been a treat to have. Let's go to Joe in Ocean Gate. Joe, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, guys. Dave, happy birthday.
Thank you, Joe.
You're very welcome. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. My son's was on Saturday, so I
is your son 60
I
also?
wanted to get,
I'm not.
No,
60.
not quite,
Yeah.
quite. But
I work with an older
the Evan
gentleman.
Neal thing.
Well, I think that's true, and I feel like I might be 60, but I'm not. I'm in actuality not 60.
If you saw him walking around with this calf, you'd be like 65-ish.
Yeah, or sooner. Go ahead, Joe.
I did have a horrific gas story, but I know you don't like my shenanigans, so I figured I would just get the
No.
sports,
It's not
but,
like I don't like them. I don't need full shenanigans.
Gas story?
Yeah, like filling up the gas tank kind of thing. You thought he had like gas?
like gas,
like
yeah.
like a lot of beans or something.
No, I don't have
Just
that
every
problem.
time it feels a little
That
much.
can be debilitating, though.
Gas?
You get like the real
You ever
gas.
get gas, you're like, oh, God, I have internal...
Think you're gonna die?
Yeah. All right, Joe, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So I'll just get to my sports stuff. But Evan Neal, I mean, could it be a Mekhi Becton situation where you move him to guard and he becomes this?
They tried to play him at guard last year, though.
Yeah.
That's the everyone is giving me these tweets yesterday, and it's like, if you just try him at guard. They tried him at guard, and he couldn't play guard last season.
Right. I don't disagree with you. I mean, listen, outside of the fact that he's 25 years old and he's a 7th overall pick and does have talent.
That's the only reason he's even in the NFL.
Right. Is it as simple as, hey, fresh faces, new coaching staff, we think we have the people here that can motivate him to get the best out of him. So we're not just quitting on the 7th overall pick. I mean, Joe Shane did draft him, so I'm sure Joe Shane was probably...
He'd like to try to get
part
something out of him.
Yeah. It's tough to quit on a player like that.
I get it. And Harbaugh must see him and say, I can get something out of him. Otherwise, they wouldn't do this, even though it's nominal money and $1.2 million.
Right. I mean, it's not a financial commitment, really.
No, it's none.
And
he's going to be a backup guard. If you were saying, all right, right guard, Evan Neal, start the season, that'd be a problem. As like a swing guard, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world.
Well, at least give it a chance. Because you don't want to have happen what happened. You don't want to be the team
where he goes somewhere else
that lets Becton go to
good.
the Eagles and Becton's great. It's like, hey, we'll give it one shot, new coaching staff.
Right.
And let's see what happens.
Right. We'll roll the dice, and it probably won't work. And if it doesn't, okay.
It's $1 million. It's $1.2 million.
And if it does, now, and also if it does, think about what your mindset of Harbaugh would be. If he can find this guy to be a capable NFL guard.
Well, right. But, I mean, that's like if it can happen. Now, I don't know if it's a great comparison just because of the line that Becton went to. Right? Like, he goes to Philadelphia.
But he still played really well.
He
on
played
that
great.
line.
But how many people have you heard, though, with the offensive line? Like, how important the pieces around you are.
Yeah, of course.
So if you stick me in a line with 4 other studs, I'm going to look pretty good. But it's also coaching and the people that you're around. So if I got a coaching staff now that you believe in, which you did when he was in Baltimore, and he can motivate this guy, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I mean, maybe this is exactly what Evan Neal needed. Let's turn his career around.
Let's roll.
He's
the
not going to
dice.
get many more. This is it.
Oh, I think if he can't get on the field at all this year, his NFL career is probably done. Which is, he's going to go down, if that happens, as one of the worst busts in the history of football.
Sad. Really is.
Who like Jamarcus Russell?
Yeah.
Who are like Blair Thomas was really...
Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf was awful. Tony Mandarich was a second pick. He turned into like a serviceable guard, but he was supposed to be the greatest tackle in the history of football when he was drafted.
Yep. That sucks, man. I hate that stuff. I do. Because sometimes it's what the person is made of. It's situation. It's injury. Like there's so many different things that happen.
So, Ray, do you remember that 1996, Giants had the 5th overall pick, Jonathan Ogden's draft.
Oh, I remember.
And they took a man from Oklahoma who they found out later was blind in one eye.
Yeah, that's why we have the combine.
In Cedric Jones.
That's why we have the combine.
Yeah. Great.
They were mocking us.
They took a blind man.
They were mocking us on McAfee. But of course it was the Jets.
It was the Giants.
No, they said it was the Jets.
It was, maybe they're talking about something different.
On McAfee, they said that the reason why we have the combine is because the Jets drafted a guy that was blind in one eye.
I don't know.
So maybe they
confused
confused
who that would
Maybe
be.
they confused it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they were mocking us.
I mean, Wesley
that's what
Walker
people do.
was always said that he was legally blind in one eye, but he was a terrific receiver, and he was way before that. He was in the 70s. So I don't know that. Remember the Jet? Cedric Jones was the Giant. They found out, he's blind in one eye.
When was that?
96.
Wesley Walker was blind in one eye.
I know that.
When did the combine start? Figure that out because they were talking about that on
do some
McAfee.
research for us.
I
would you?
watched it.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was like, oh, of course it's the Jets.
I don't.
1982.
All right, so Google why.
Well, the combine. I mean,
So Wesley
Cedric Jones
Walker
is 96. So it's not.
Wesley Walker wouldn't have qualified.
No,
'cause
so
he was-
Google why does the NFL have a combine?
Well, no, Walker would qualify because Walker was drafted in the 70s. But
Right.
but Wesley Walker was really, really good. So it wouldn't make sense that would be like the laughing stock pick. I don't know.
What's the question
you could probably throw Zach Wilson into that mix too.
Zach Wilson was a massive, massive bust. Yeah.
He didn't even play in Miami.
Oh, he's
jumped right over him.
He's terrible.
Right,
he wasn't
didn't
even a thought.
He didn't play in Denver.
They played the guy that Ray thought was going to stink, and it didn't even look that bad. Yours?
Quinn Ewers looked pretty good.
Yeah, he didn't look
But,
bad.
I mean, he didn't play in Denver. And then he went to Miami as the backup. And then once Tua got benched, they went right to Ewers.
He's another one. But somehow these guys stay employed and bounce around, which is pretty remarkable.
Because there's not enough of them.
And because they were drafted so high. I believe if a lot of these guys weren't drafted where they're drafted.
What do they say all the time? When you're a first-round pick, you got to prove to people that you can't play?
Yes, absolutely. Get ready for here we go. Rickleball Madness next Friday. We're taking over with me and Rickleball, taking over Pickleball Heaven, Medford. And the place is so good. It's like real heaven. Catch a live broadcast of our show starting 6 o'clock in the morning. Then stick around for the Pickleball tournament. We're going to crown the champions and roll right into a college hoops watch party, cap off the day. It's Rickleball Madness, and it's brought to you by Pickleball Heaven, the new standard of indoor pickleball. So there's no more slots available for the tournament, but we welcome you to come hang out. It's great food, great drinks, huge TVs, fun people, entertainment, couches, you name it, they've got it. 800-919-3776. Quickly, let's go to our buddy, Dan in Linthrop. Good morning, Dan. You're on ESPN Air. Good morning. How are you?
Dave, it's Doug. I got a special dispensation from my son. He had banned me, but he said if you don't bring it, then you're going to be banned again. So I wanted to call to wish you a very happy birthday, Dave. I asked him specially, can I call?
So he has, Rick, John has told his dad, I don't want you calling the guys. Doug, I'm so sorry that this is happening right now. Would you say this is hurting your relationship with John?
Well, look, he's I don't want to get him in trouble with the station or whatever.
He runs the station, Doug.
Well, he's got bosses too.
I don't know.
Not as far as he's concerned.
This feels very, very, very awkward. I appreciate the kind birthday wishes, though.
Well, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday, Dave. I haven't spoken to you in a while.
I miss you. When are you coming up?
Well, I'm coming up in June, and hopefully, because I'm coming up for my twin granddaughter's graduation. That's my oldest son's daughters, and so hopefully...
Make your way into the studio. Find your way into the studio, and we would love to hang out.
As if John lets him out of the basement.
Right. When you come up with your wife, he's gonna separate the two of you, right?
I have no idea what he's going to do this time. Actually, when I stay with Derek, my other son,
right.
We have our own room. And
right, of course you do.
That's probably
he
that's
probably
probably
gives you his bedroom, the master suite.
Well, no, he's got a big house. So.
Right.
Unlike this animal.
Would you say? Listen, I'm not trying to start trouble. I'm asking you an honest, pointed question. Would you say, when you look at the two boys, do you look at Derek as like the more successful of your children?
They're both very successful. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of both of them. I couldn't be prouder.
You like Derek better, though. You can say it. He's not listening.
Derek was the first.
Yeah, there we get it. Doug, thanks for the phone call. Before we break, you have something to tell me?
I do. It was Wesley Walker. I don't know how true it is, but that's what it says.
See, but
that's the one that's referenced.
Yeah, but the
reason
it's not
that he was a bad player, but
he was terrific.
Right, but they didn't know
that he was blind
because he memorized the chart till after they drafted him. So that's why now all of a sudden you get all these team doctors.
So it's nice that the Jets and Giants are taking blind people, right?
At least.
Yeah, but the Giants even worse. The Giants took a blind man, and there was a combine.
Now that guy's crafty.
Yeah,
maybe they were so impressed.
Oh my God, was he bad?
This guy was blind.
You remember Cedric Jones, Ray? Oh God,
I think the Giants claim that they knew that he was blind.
Oh, that's even worse. We'll take the blind man.
All right, here we go. FanDuel's giving all customers a profit boost every single day through March 15th. From now till that final 68 is revealed, you're going to get daily profit boost for a chance at boosted winnings on your college basketball bets. Trust me, this is one of the best months in sports, and you don't want to miss a single day. You can build the same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout, or try live betting and jump in after tip-off. Best of all, with FanDuel, you get paid instantly when you win. Just visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. From now till that final 68 is revealed, you're getting daily profit boost for a chance at boosted winnings on your college basketball bets. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost. Tokens restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Yeah, very nicely done. Let's break, come back. Got Knobservations on the way. Got to hear from Jordan Clarkson and Mike Brown. Orlovsky has some stuff to say off of the K-Show yesterday. Get to your calls, 800-919-3776. DNR with you. 1 hour in the books. A lot of time to go right here on ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is, Debbie Duhaime.
Good morning, Dave Rothenberg. Happy birthday and good morning, Rick DiPietro. Hey, guys, it is foggy this morning. Be careful traveling southbound side of the thruway. Stop-and-go traffic getting down toward exit 11 in Nyack. It looks like a tractor-trailer fire under control, but they're still cleaning up the mess. So thruway delays, Spring Valley down toward Nyack and in toward the Mario Como Tappan Zee Bridge. Inbound George Washington Bridge 40, Lincoln 25, Holland 25. Over on the LIE West at Searingtown Road, a stalled vehicle. Sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $45 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Hey, it's Michael K, and I love when I get to talk about my friends at PC Richard & Son. It's a local company, family-owned, and I trust them, and you should too. Right now, get tax season savings, up to 35% off select categories, plus save an additional 8.875% off hundreds of items throughout the store. And in-home delivery is free. Great savings, great service. It's what they do. Get tax season savings at PC Richard & Son today. Some exclusions apply. Free delivery on mattresses, $399 and up, excludes Manhattan.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. Fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
John throws this awful monkey wrench into the thing. What if you could learn the date you're going to pass, but you didn't know the year?
They tried in Final Destination.
They never. Like the record player would hit the water bottle.
Kimberly, what's going on?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
She's like 29 years old. She looks very nice. I like her very much.
I know you do.
Yeah.
That doesn't shock me at all.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, DNR with you. We are here on a Thursday. This is kind of like the calm before the sports storm. Because you have the March Madness is just starting to heat up. We'll get the brackets on Sunday. And then next Tuesday, Wednesday, you have, like, I don't even know what they call them anymore, play-in games or whatever they are. And then next Thursday is when things get really crazy.
Right. And then Friday we'll have Rickleball.
Rickleball.
Yeah. And Dave Palooza.
What do you mean? It's Rickleball! And Dave will also be in attendance.
No.
That's what it is.
No, and then the second part is Dave Palooza.
Would you want it to get another crack at those guys?
Yeah.
You would?
No, we're going to.
But it's not going to go any better.
I don't care. If we get 2 points, it's better.
But that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's
this
possible.
has spread like wildfire.
What?
Throughout the pickleball circles that I partake in.
Yeah.
This has been the talk
of
us
pickleball
getting smashed by the pros.
I mean, I'm not thrilled that happened, but I don't feel badly. I mean, they're unbelievable.
Right.
And like I said, I think we played well and still got smashed. Like they're just considerably better than we are.
Well, so I guess so here's what happens. So I have a guy that I work with at school that is a really good pickleball player. And he was asking me about it, and I was like, dude, the guy's a problem, man. He's like an octopus to the net. He's like, did you know they had an open tournament, and he didn't win? I was like, what do you mean he didn't win?
Singles or doubles?
The singles, no singles. Doubles, mixed, and regular.
And he didn't win?
He didn't win, no.
I found that very
hard to believe.
Very hard to
That's
believe.
what I said. I was like, I would have liked to come watch this tournament. If it was
I would like to see the team that won.
Yes.
If that guy did not win. Because the two of them together were a real problem.
Right. Yeah, and then the other one was the bigger problem because you couldn't get anything by him.
But both guys, but
no, both were good.
Even the lesser guy was
he
still
was great.
Incredible.
Yeah, he was great, but he also benefited from the other guy being dominant.
Yeah,
we'll get him.
What sounds like might happen is me and Jordan against you and Gabby.
That's been the talk. Yeah,
and I think that would be a good match.
Right, but I don't know how much gas we're gonna have left in the tank here.
Well, I don't know that we're gonna have any gas.
We played 6 matches, and you can barely walk, and I had a hard time getting out of my car.
Yeah.
Like, Israel looked at me this morning. He's like, are you okay? I was like, not really.
And by the way, 6 matches, which were none of them were close.
No.
11-3, 11-1, 11-0.
But the amount of energy that we had to exert to get beat the way that we got beat.
Right. So we lost 11-0, 11-0, 11-1,
Yep.
and now can't walk.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. They toyed with us. But it was on purpose.
You think their goal was to, hey, let's humiliate them on the court and then beat them so badly, then they can't walk?
Yes. Yeah, we want to punish these guys.
Well, then mission accomplished.
Right, because, I mean, how many chances they could have ended points way earlier, and they just kept, no, we'll dink it again.
Right.
And again, and again.
Right. So you're going to hit shot after shot after shot after shot, and then eventually we'll still
where's
beat you.
Dave going? Oh, he's lunging to his left again. Oh, and then it's again. And then it's again. And it's just so dialed that I'm trying to stay close to you, so it's like I'm shuffling left, now I'm shuffling right, and I'm shuffling left. And it's just like,
it was mean. It really was.
It wasn't nice.
It wasn't nice. What was nice was Jordan Clarkson last night.
Mhm.
He played very well, scored a bunch of points, picked up the slack for Bridges, who this is now, what has he scored? Like 17 points in the last 3 games?
Mikal Bridges has not been good, no.
No, he's been brutal.
And by the way,
lately.
speaking of not good, did you take you didn't look at this today, did you?
The rundown?
No. Did you look at it?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I glanced over it. I didn't.
Did you see who left midway through the third quarter with a right hamstring injury? Let's take a quick peek there. Who left?
Well, for the Jazz?
Yeah.
Keontae George.
Yeah, but look. No, not Keontae.
Keynote.
It's Keynote George.
Keno.
Yeah, Keynote.
Now, to be fair.
Oh, Keynote George.
Keynote George.
I was hoping
That sounds like Hawthorne Wingo.
Yeah, he's also a speaker.
I was hoping that slipped through. I noticed it earlier.
Oh, I like that.
Now,
Keynote.
I did not notice that mishap.
I listen. It's on me. However,
well, of course it's on you.
Of course it's on you.
Who else could it possibly be on?
I'm going to say this. It's probably not likely that the word processor is going to recognize Keontae. He probably autocorrected.
That was not one where I had a name or person confusion.
But when you start with
the
a capital,
autocorrect.
When you start with like a capital K,
It'll still correct.
It'll
still
autocorrect on you.
Autocorrect still got me.
Well, which do you think is worse, Keynote George or Cam Skedaboo, which is on the soundboard right now?
Oh,
probably Keynote.
Keynote?
Yeah, probably Keynote.
I don't know.
Let me see.
How many people?
Well, because you got Scattaboo regular on top, and then you get Skedaboo.
Skedaboo.
So
Skedaboo sounds fun.
So are there are those two different guys?
Two different guys. Yeah,
yeah probably.
Because the question is the same. Will you and Dart change the way you play? Is Skedaboo? Would you not be more productive for Dart? Would not be productive for Dart and me, and Dart and I, but whatever. To change the way that we play. That's
you can't help it.
I can't.
You
That's
can't help it.
Skedaboo.
It would. It's more of a continuation. It's not the same cut.
Not the same cut.
No.
You were in one this morning, huh?
I do a lot.
Skedaboo's the fullback.
I do a lot.
You know, everyone thinks you're such a great guy.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's actually accurate.
I'm keeping you on your toes. So you know what the hard part is? I'm here to catch the errors of others. When I make mistakes, there's no catching.
You know what? You're like the trapeze artist.
Yes,
and
with no net.
There's no net.
Sometimes you fall.
And then sometimes, it's like you're at Cirque du Soleil. There's no net. Oh, boy, now that person.
That's it.
I've got you. Who's got you?
That's the problem.
Superman.
No one. And
No
that's how you get
It's like that guy that climbed up that building.
That was amazing.
He's got nothing. I mean, he loses his grip.
See, I'm more
Night-night.
information based. As long as I pass the cuts and the information along, I'm confident you guys will figure it out.
There was some real confusion when I looked at Keynote.
Keynote George?
Yeah.
that one I blame.
You're gonna blame the computer.
Microsoft Word.
It's Greg's fault.
I like how you're like, that was me. I mean, who else would it be?
It was Greg's fault.
Right, but when you get autocorrected when you're typing, a lot of words at 3:42 in the morning, sometimes you get a Keynote.
Wow.
It meant to be Keontae.
Lots of excuses this morning.
It's okay.
It's fine.
You know what?
Dave's
RJ,
birthday. I mean,
we still love you.
Dave's 60. Let's celebrate.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I'm telling you right now.
What?
You keep burning your face up. You're gonna look like you're 75 soon.
See, you can't even be honest. I do not look 60.
No, you don't look 60. But I'm telling you now, you keep doing damage to your face like that, you're gonna age fast.
I understand. It's not like that's a continuous issue.
You look like a piece of beef jerky.
You're not being very nice.
I'm just telling you.
Of all days, today's the day you're supposed to be
we're
nice
celebrating
to me.
you today.
Yeah. How many times? He's 60. He's 60. That's not nice.
You're 53.
That's right.
The people that know and love you know you're 53.
That's right. 53 years
Yeah.
old. All right.
And
so
you're attracted to very young ladies in their early 20s. Listen, you got a voracious sexual appetite. I can't help it. That's a you issue.
I don't know what to say other than Jordan Clarkson played well. 27 points in 26 minutes. Shot 10 of 15 from the floor.
Why are you using your phone right now as a computer instead of the computer in front of you?
Because I have so many different options. I can go to the phone. I go to the computer. I can go.
You got a big giant screen.
So what?
With
why
sorts of tabs.
Why does it bother you? Was I wrong?
No, you
was
were
that
right.
misinformation?
No.
Okay, so then who cares? Then who cares?
I don't know why you make it so difficult. You got tiny little numbers that I can see you struggling with because you need glasses.
I like to challenge
and you
myself.
refuse to wear the glasses.
I will not wear the glasses. I have them in case of emergency.
Which is now.
No, I see it beautifully. Jordan Clark. There's a glare. There's a real glare. Jordan Clarkson, 26 minutes, 27 points, 10 of 15 from the floor, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line. It was plus 19, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and he committed 3 fouls.
Right.
I see it beautifully. Here he is.
5 offensive rebounds, too,
yeah,
which is nice.
On his return to Utah.
I feel good. As a team, we started off slow. Good halftime for us to all kind of get at each other and let us know we got to pick it up. And yeah, it's just a good win. It's not the first time I've been hot in this building, and I'm just glad it happened here and, continue to keep working and get the next win now.
Next game up is Indiana. Knicks, I saw
good for him being ready, too.
Well, you knew he was going to be counted on.
Well, not really. I mean, what do you mean?
They probably told you. Don't think they told him going into that game we're gonna
maybe
go to you in this game?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean he's he has not been.
It's so weird to me.
Like he's been out of the rotation. So,
but I would maybe I'm wrong. I would imagine they probably told him like, listen, we're going to get you in the game tonight. You're going to play
because we're in Utah.
Right?
Yeah, maybe
retribution, but whatever. But it's
Plus
so
no
weird
Josh.
to me how and when and like he won't play guys. They're buried on the depth chart. They don't even get into games. Then it's like you can play 26 minutes, have a real chance. It's just like it doesn't really make like I like Jordan Clarkson. I have no issue seeing Jordan Clarkson on the court.
Right, I think we all like Jordan Clarkson, but I mean, again, you're not talking about a coach that's unwilling to use his bench. It's you had an opportunity, it hasn't worked out. You didn't play the way we needed you to play, so now you're going to lose time. Someone else has stepped up, but be ready. And the fact that he was ready and gave you the 27 points, that was great for him.
Yeah, he was really good last night.
I don't love that we got off to the start that we got off to, but
Again,
apparently it took halftime to hey, fellas, okay, enough of this.
It's not going to matter.
None of it's going to matter.
It's not going to matter.
I think throughout the course of a season, though, you build championship habits. Right? Because, I mean, it's just once now all of a sudden you're in the middle of this and you're like your habits are going to come out.
I agree with you, and I don't love it.
You revert to who you are.
But at the end of the day, what happens in mid-March on the road in Utah?
No, I'm with you, but it's not even the Utah game. Like I told you,
I get it. I agree.
Had you played 2 good games in LA,
right,
and then you had a letdown against Utah,
that's the thing
understandable.
That to me is more upsetting. You played awful against the Lakers. You didn't play much better against the Clippers. You're really struggling here. Go ahead and kick the crap out of Utah. You know,
and eventually you did, but
it wasn't. That was not
pretty.
I mean, if Keno George doesn't get hurt, I don't know that you.
How about bringing two? Like it looks like a hamstring. I don't know if running to the locker room is a great idea.
Right. Let me really get on my horse here and get out of here.
I would have been like, hey, Keynote, how come you could run so fast with the hammy to the locker room? I mean,
usually hamstring would.
I thought it was a cramp initially because usually, like if you're cramping up, it's like, hey, get me out of here fast. So
right.
But good for us.
Knicks win that game if Keynote doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
I think you're probably right. Let's go to Robin and Dobbs Ferry. Hi, Robin. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I'm calling to wish you a very happy birthday, Dave.
How happy, Robin?
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
What would you do? What would you, Robin,
you know what's amazing? You give me a hard time for finding like an actress who's almost 30 years old on television to be attractive. And you do this to Robin?
Because I like an older, more mature woman.
Okay.
Robin, what would you do for Dave's birthday?
Stop it.
What?
I'm sorry. Robin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe some tassels?
Stop it. Robin, I'm so sorry. You know what? Raymond, shut off his mic.
Robin in a whipped cream bikini. Who says no?
Her husband? My wife? For starters?
You can look.
Be a problem.
Robin, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I don't even know where to go from
Just try. I know it's not easy. Try to stay on track if possible.
Okay, well, I was primarily calling to wish you a happy birthday. Very happy that this second hour has moved away from the morbid and the depressing, and to throw in a little football. I'm very happy about what the Giants have done in free agency. Not going to go over Evan Neal. You talked about it all. I would have liked it if they had been able to keep Flott, but I'm not going to nitpick. So far, so good.
Losing Flott is a big deal, and I know. Thanks for the call. Ian O'Connor continued to tweet
right,
out.
But you still have the option at 5 if you want to do that.
To a corner?
Yeah, you can go corner if you want.
I guess you could.
I mean, you get the best corner at 5 if you want.
Right. I mean, you could probably trade back if it's possible and still get the best corner at like 8 or 9.
So, I mean, that's still. I mean,
it's still
you're not going to
possibility.
fill every need in free agency.
I know, but I was hoping. I mean, Flott, you know him.
I
he's
know,
good
but
here.
there's also a value you're putting on a player.
I get it.
And you saw how willing Tennessee was to get everybody and
every
anybody
Jet,
to
every
play
Giant.
for the Giants and
they,
the Jets.
They desperately want those guys. Yeah,
Just brought Solomon Thomas back.
I know they traded for him, right?
Yeah.
You see, Raymond is not happy.
Raymond, what are we doing, dude? What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Man?
What are you? What are your
like?
Cowboys?
That guy took less money.
Not improving.
He took less money to stay in Dallas. Built
the house.
He loves. Yep. He loves Dallas. He wanted to be on the Cowboys.
I like saying his name.
Odigizua. He's the brother to the Giants disaster.
He
right?
is his brother.
Yeah.
Yes. I was telling RJ, I hope he enjoys him, and the Niners will probably turn him into a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. So it's great.
Look at this
It's
poor
wonderful.
guy. Well, he's dead inside. They're slowly killing him.
Not poor guy. Not poor guy. Don't ever feel bad for him.
I
and the
feel
Cowboys.
bad for him.
Why? No, you don't. Look what
he's
you have
my
to go
friend.
through. Look what you go through every day.
He feels bad for me.
I don't think he does.
This is what friends do for friends.
It is?
Yes.
I feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for him. He chose the Cowboys and all the slop that comes along with
but
that.
don't you have respect for that though?
No.
Like he wasn't gonna let his dad put him in a certain direction. He fell for the team that he loved.
It's not like the Giants were bad at the time either.
His dad is a wonderful man.
I have more respect for that though than getting bullied into the rooting for a team.
I don't think his dad was bullying him. I think his dad was trying to lead him to a
no, but I'm saying
path.
he didn't get led into a direction that he didn't want.
So I'm here. I made my choice. I can't turn back.
He has
a
mind of his own.
Mind of his own.
You're right about that.
I respect that.
He can't turn back once you make that decision. But that decision, and your dad just so.
I don't find that as like a real hard decision to make back then though.
The Giants were good.
No, the Giants were
really
good, but everyone loved the Cowboys back then.
Not everyone.
Well, not everyone. If you're but still, like Emmett and Michael Irvin, and that team was when Dion was there,
and Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms,
stop,
Rodney Hampton,
stop.
The Giants won the Super Bowl right in 1990.
Right, but they weren't sexy as the Cowboys.
They weren't as sexy as the Cowboys.
Cowboys were
sexy. The Cowboys,
Jimmy's hair.
I think Ray would agree with this. The Cowboys, who won 3, should have definitely won more.
Jerry's liver spots.
But
he's not going away. By the way, it won't stop.
If one person's going to freeze himself, it's Jerry.
It's Jerry.
Yeah.
Speaking of liver spots, I have.
Oh boy, this could go in any number of directions. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this.
Someone who is sending me. I don't even know how like describe this. Like an aging app where it starts out with who you look like, what you look like now, and ages you through the end of your life.
Aging?
I don't like
it's
this.
me, it's you, it's Ray, and it's RJ. I'll show you at the break. Here, you see yours?
I don't want to see
so
this.
This is you. Watch this.
I look like my dad.
Look at this. Look at that.
I'm not a bad-looking older gentleman.
No, you look nice. Watch Raymond.
Oh, this is Ray's thirst trap.
Watch this.
I don't like this. I don't like what you're doing.
They get him all jacked up.
Yeah, Ray, you're very muscular. Look at RJ.
Pumping testosterone
look
at that age.
Look what he turns himself into here. Really nice.
Oh, RJ, you might be a better-looking older man than you are now.
I mean, you have a full head of hair. You do turn gray in this, RJ, but you look sensational.
If that's really what RJ ends up looking like,
and
where are you?
And here's mine. I also look very nice as an older man.
You look different, though.
Distinguished?
No, like he just looks like he doesn't look like
For
the
some
same
reason,
person.
I have a goatee. I lose the ability to grow facial hair.
All the
on
hair
the
on the
outside.
side of his face is gone.
You got to change it up at some point.
But I look nice.
No, you look fine, yeah.
I look lonely.
But you look different, though. You look lonely.
I
You
look
You
lonely.
look sad.
Just say I look
You look
lonely.
sad.
I do.
It feels like you left Sherry for a younger woman and she gassed you.
I look like help me.
Yeah.
Like you pulled a Belichick and
You
it
know
went
what's
sideways?
interesting, though, too, is that as you get older, your ears do get big. They continue to grow.
Great.
So you have a
Ears
large
and nose
ear.
keep going, yeah.
But I think I age well here. This is Books Jones. I don't know how you say this. Whoever did this, but yeah. Speaking of liver spots, you didn't think we were going to have that?
No, I
today on
didn't.
the
I
show.
did not think we were going there.
All right, let's break. Come back. We'll get to your calls. We'll get to Skettaboo, and of course, we got to get to this whole Giants mess as well. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All right, so since we're a show of full disclosure, and Ray, I don't know if you heard this. We did the photo shoot yesterday, and I thought it went well. They actually said that we were the best kind of guys to work with because it was very quick and it was painless. It really wasn't bad.
That was fast.
But there was a moment that needs reflection, and I actually forgot about this. RJ walked in and goes, "You have to remember to bring this up." So we're doing the photo shoot, smiling, put your arm here, do this, move this way, move in this direction. Great.
The part where you were assaulted?
I don't feel like I was assaulted.
Okay.
You know who.
Did you hear about the two peanuts walking down the street?
Uh-oh.
One was assaulted?
One was assaulted.
That's not bad.
Good, that's solid.
Yeah. So you know who was running point on this whole photo shoot, right?
Scopey.
Yeah.
Scopey.
Oh,
and,
here
yeah.
we go.
So
RJ, you are a bad human
you
being.
should see the big smile on his
Listen,
Yeah, he
listen
thinks he's
here.
hilarious.
Yeah, you go keynote. I go.
Yeah.
That's So when he said keynote, did you dig this one out? Be like, hey, Dave, maybe. So we're doing this. So the man that runs the photo shoot's great
I
guy.
don't know if he dug it up. He just said, "Oh, I've got something for you."
Jeff Scopin.
Yep.
So we're doing this shoot, and it's
me
me,
and you
and it's
anyways.
you. It's like point to Rick's muscles, and then
I don't
Rick point to
know.
Dave's
I don't know what
muscle.
you're about to do, by the way. So
You heard this?
No, I don't know. So
Oh,
this
he
is-
wasn't there for this.
Great.
Okay, so all of a sudden,
Is RJ still laughing?
huge smile,
Diabolically.
ear to ear smile right now. All of a sudden, you hear, "Hey, Steve," and I'm like, "Who, Steve?"
Oh no!
And like, I'm like, "Who? I wonder who he's exactly talking about." Steve, and I'm like, he's calling someone he's known for more than a decade, Jeff. Ray, he's calling him Steve.
That's because Steve texted me the other day. I got confused.
So so Steve Hart
Yeah.
And Jeff Scopin, you look at as the same person. As the same
we don't
person.
see them all the time now.
Correct.
Wow,
Scopin's
this tells
not
me
around
so
all the time
much.
now.
To be fair, you see him
I
maybe
usually call him
once.
Scopey anyway.
Well,
I bet you see him twice a year now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And he was not.
I can't
happy.
imagine that he was. I will give you the pass. I do remember you specifically talking about Steve Hart texting you that day.
You know what?
But
how could you give him this path of apology?
But that's a pretty bad mix-up.
Not
Buddy,
only that,
I can't
he
help
said
you.
it so Steve.
He
And then
kept
when he
yelling
didn't
at
answer
him?
him, Steve. And then you're like,
Okay.
who is he?
That
You mean-
explains
you mean
something.
Jeff?
That explains something because after we were done, Scopey had made a comment about Steve, and I'm like, who's Steve? Where's Steve?
He's Steve.
And so now I realize he was saying it kind of sarcastically and tongue in cheek.
Okay, I wanted to take the pictures and I wanted to leave.
I literally walked away, and I was this close to asking RJ, who's this Steve he's talking about?
Jeff is now Steve.
No, Steve is trying to take nice pictures and do fun stuff. And he's got Dave, show me angry, show me, hey, let's look at Dave. And they were like, you know what would be funny? Because we want to take a picture with the four of us. Let's do something for RJ.
Yeah.
And he would do none of it.
Yeah, RJ wouldn't let us hold him.
Yeah, we want to hold you. Can we can we bend down so you look taller? Should we get on
You
our knees?
didn't want to hold RJ. You wanted to cradle him.
No, we wanted
to
to across us.
You wanted to cradle him.
No, I don't want to cradle him like a baby. I wanted to hold him across us.
Like we caught a big RJ fish.
I could have sworn you used the word cradle.
No. We were going to get down on our knees so RJ looked taller than us.
Right.
That
That
one
would
I
look like a
remember.
giant.
Yeah. No fun.
No, but don't deflect. Steve, you called him Steve, which was
I screwed up.
interesting.
I screwed up. I made a mistake. I didn't write it down. Like I made a name tag for him and said, "Hey, Steve, wear this name tag."
I know, but he was so upset that he brought it to
No,
raise
he
attention.
wasn't
He was. I'm confident.
I've said way worse to him than Steve.
As bad as Keynote is, he didn't call him Keynote, George.
Listen, I'll trade you my keynote for your Steve. We call it even.
I'm starting to get who you are really as a person. We're getting a real taste of what RJ is as a person.
What do you think he is?
I don't love it.
You think he's not a great guy?
I think in his high school circles, he's the jerk.
No.
Yeah.
I'm middle of the road. I'm middle of the road.
He's the bad guy. Oh God.
The thing,
But you know what he is? He's the puppeteer, because he walks in, and I believe this is the quote. You know what you got to get into today? You have to get into the whole.
Yeah.
I didn't remember.
Yeah, he took a mental note of it.
You know what's happened?
What did you call him some time ago? Geppetto? I think you called him that.
Yes.
You know what's happened? I think recently, because I recently hit 5 years ish with you
sober.
guys. No.
What's the matter with you?
So I think you guys are truly high end friends of mine. And I do think over
He's
the last
comfortable now, is what he's
6
saying.
months,
Right.
you're getting the most comfortable version.
Yeah.
Which is probably a little dangerous for me.
It's real
Scale
dangerous.
back a little bit.
No, I like it.
I like it too.
I
You just
like
said
it.
you hated it.
No, I like it. But now I know. You know what I mean? We don't have to tiptoe hey, is this, is this a work thing where we have to kind of, mind our P's and Q's? Because we had the work version of RJ, all buttoned up.
You know what's tough, too?
And then we had PJ.
And then we got
over
PJ.
on the side.
Yeah.
What's tough, too, is that we're here so early. There's no one else around. It's almost like you're just hanging out with your buddies.
And you almost feel like if you just are able to physically stay alive to the end of the show, that's a win. Right? Like you make it at 10 o'clock, you're like, okay, I'm alive.
Listen, this would be a lot more difficult if we did not all really love each other.
Absolutely.
The tough part is we start the show and it's 5-something in the morning. We're all just hanging out, just four buddies. And the show ends and you walk out and you open these doors and it's a full-blown corporate work environment.
Yes.
And you have to.
It's hard to shut it off.
Immediately shut it off.
That's why he does the stuff that he does, and it's frowned upon by everyone else out there. But for us, it's like, oh no, he's just a man who's trying to make through the 5 o'clock hour.
Do we know for sure it's frowned upon?
I think so. Confident in that. So Orlovsky, you're familiar with Dan Orlovsky?
Oh yeah, Dan.
He was on with Michael K yesterday.
Did I spell that one right?
Orlovsky.
He doesn't know. He wouldn't know how to spell it.
Oh yeah, no, I do. Yeah, it's correct. Absolutely. And you have TMKS also written out properly. He was asked, what are the Jets getting with Geno Smith? Good, bad? Here's Orlovsky.
Yeah, they got an adult and they got a professional. I think that's the reality of where they are right now is they got somebody who can just kind of be a quarterback at a starter level that will make them a competitive football team week in and week out. And this is the Band-Aid. This is not the long-term solution. Geno's been around the NFL for a long period of time. He's well-respected. He's had some really good moments. He has not played good football over the last 18 months or so. So, I don't have these highest expectations.
Well, no one's going to have this great expectation he's going to be amazing, but I think it's fair. Like, listen, I've also heard a lot of both sides of the fence here. I've heard this is the worst move any team could possibly make to, yeah, you know what? This is a fine move, and this kind of moves you along of what you're trying to accomplish or lack thereof this season.
Right, but I think the people that have the opinion that this is the worst move ever, it's largely based on the fact that it's Geno Smith. And the fact that he's coming back. Like we've already lived this with Geno Smith. It didn't end well. It was really bad. He gets his jaw broken by his teammate. Like just all of those things.
Well, without trading for someone, what would you prefer? Would be my question.
Well, but again, that doesn't mean we try to make it a good option because it's the best of bad options.
Right.
Which isn't
like you have any,
which isn't great though.
Would you prefer Kirk Cousins?
No, but you've also as an organization put yourself in a position where, the year to find a bridge quarterback is not a great year. Like there were other options if you wanted to trade,
right?
Something substantial to get that person. But again, like I'm sitting here reading through RJ's rundown with Keynote George and everything else, and it's like, Geno Smith led the league in interceptions, sacks, got his head coach fired, and they have the first overall pick. In all honesty, though, would you hate that?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the problem.
I'm like, if you could accomplish all of this,
17 picks. Well, I mean, you don't need all of the awful sides.
I'm saying the results of it.
Right. Just give me the results. You don't have to lead the league in interceptions, sacks, and coach get fired.
That's how they beat.
I offer you right now. Lead the league in picks.
That's what I'm saying.
Lead the league in sacks. Get the coach fired. Number one pick. You would take it right now.
No, I think that's the disconnect because I think there's some people that would, and there's also people that believe hey, we got to be we got to show some respectability here. We got to win some games. But it's like for what?
Yeah,
unless you think that Aaron Glenn's a good coach, unless you're not concerned about finding the quarterback, or you'll figure it out when you get there.
The thing that I don't like of all of this, and I don't know who is more responsible, is right now we're throwing some flowers for Muji, right? Like he's traded well, he's done this. You're not trading a lot for Geno Smith. At least he's competent, capable. He was part of the.
I don't know about that.
Justin Fields. You don't think he was involved in Justin Fields?
I almost am starting to believe that. Part of the reason why we've seen this shift now where it feels like Muji has kind of now asserted himself as the one that's like really in charge,
right?
Has something to do with the fact that it was Aaron Glenn.
They read the room so wrong with Justin Fields.
That Aaron Glenn is the one that really wanted Justin Fields.
I will tell you this, and we probably will not know, at least for some time, I'd feel much better if you're right.
Well, I mean,
because if Muji was on board with Fields will really help us, that's not a good sign.
All we kept hearing about was, hey, when I was in Detroit, we couldn't stop him, right? And all those different things. So
maybe that's more of a sign on you than him.
Well, right,
but
maybe he wasn't using a superpower. I don't know, but you definitely have felt I have at least felt the kind of. This was initially Aaron Glenn's team, and then they brought in Muji, and Aaron Glenn was going to be the ultimate decision maker, kind of like what we're seeing with Harbaugh now,
right?
And then as the season progressed, and as Muji started making moves, it's like no. And then you got the owner talking about, oh, we got a quarterback that can't throw. It's like, okay, so
I don't know why that was necessary.
Well, because he's this Woody.
Well, I don't know why that's necessary.
That's what he does. Was it necessary to do what he did to Mike White in the locker room? No. I mean,
or Jordan Travis.
Thinking is overrated.
Right.
I mean, that's who we are. But the last couple of years for Geno haven't been great.
He has not been good in some
his last year in Seattle wasn't great, and then last year was awful.
Would you be shocked though if he was okay?
Fine? No, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked with that either.
No, but it's not like the fact that we're rehashing this with Geno Smith.
Yes,
that's the problem.
It's odd.
That's the problem.
It is odd. But again, I don't think you have. It's not like you have 10 options and you're choosing this one and they're all equal. You have two or three options.
But you've again, it's such a complicated conversation though, because I get what you're saying and that makes sense if you want to position it like that. But you can also it speaks to the level of dysfunction here. Is that we're sitting here looking for a bridge quarterback. There's no real great options. The ones that are better options don't want to come here anyway because you're so dysfunctional. Even if you want to sell the offensive line and Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, like Kyler Murray's like, no, I don't want to go there.
Well, why would you?
Like, I don't want to go there.
So Kyler Murray would prefer to go to a team where he may not play.
Right.
He may not, over a team where you'll be the starting quarterback probably for the entirety of the season.
Yeah. Which is why Geno's coming back.
Exactly that.
Right. And then, by the way, if you listen to what Geno said, it's been laid out to him that this is his job.
Well, what other options do you have?
Well, so I don't know if that means, like he said, Aaron.
But it was spelled out for Russell Wilson that this is your job, and that lasted 3 games.
No, I understand that, but I don't know. So I don't know exactly what that conversation was like. Was it like, hey, we might take a quarterback with 16, or we might not, or we're definitively not taking a quarterback at 16, so don't worry about it?
We will not know that, but I'm hoping you didn't make him any guarantees. Like 17 weeks, it's your baby.
Well, I don't think you can say 17 weeks,
No.
but you're going to be the starter.
But if you want to take a quarterback, even if you don't want to take a quarterback 16 and Ty Simpson falls to 33,
right?
You're not.
No, but that's different though. I mean, that's different. I mean, taking a quarterback at 16 and taking a quarterback with the first pick in the second round is a little bit different.
All right, let's take a break. Come back. We got Knobservations. Did it happen in Florida? Are we only a week out from the infamous "Did it happen in Florida" story? Or is that 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
Yeah, RJ had last week, and then Ray.
That really was something, wasn't it?
Oh, that was nice. That was a treat.
Yeah. Even John came in and was like, "Whoa."
He couldn't believe it.
What was that?
He couldn't believe it.
Story that Raymond put on there.
John, the thing is, John didn't say a word to me about it.
Oh,
not a word.
But I think what John does,
he was scared of you.
Is if we make mistakes or we do something that he doesn't like, he goes in there and tells you guys.
Yep.
And you did something he didn't like. He came in here and talked to us about it.
I think if I messed up badly, John.
Okay, hold on for a second though. How comfortable would you have felt in that moment going in that room and criticizing Raymond after he thought it was like okay to tell that story, and then with the exclamation, like the little cherry on top, was the man covered in blood and deer hair.
Yeah.
It
did
say a lot about
Ray. Did I give you a scary vibe there?
No, but it's like a man had his schwanz out with there. It's like,
I didn't.
I'm not going to say anything.
I didn't feel great about it.
I'm not going to say anything to you.
I felt a little uncomfortable
with the
after
phrasing
that
you used this morning, or what we had to dump from you yesterday.
That was aggressive.
That was days ago. Yeah, but that's just one quick.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes
it wasn't a full story.
I didn't research it, write it down, have it ready to go, and then come out on air with that story.
Again, we were in a bind.
Mine was one phrase.
Right.
Yours was like, all right, guys, I have found a story.
We were in a bind.
Man, relations, animal.
Again, it was good enough for SNL. It wasn't good enough for you.
Covered in fur and blood.
It was good enough for SNL. It wasn't good enough for you.
You're not going to bother me.
Yeah, listen, I'm good for anything.
You sound bothered. Is what I'm saying.
No, we're not.
I was bothered for you.
Yes,
more than I was bothered.
Yes,
for
we don't
me.
we don't like when you get any heat. We like you to be perfect.
No, that's tough.
Yeah,
because I've seen into the future, and you're a good-looking older man.
Great. I mean,
I'm troubled by that app. I got to tell you.
He has six-pack abs.
There's a lot going on.
Right, you have more muscles than anybody.
There's
when
a
you're
lot going on there. The shirt disappears and it grows back. It's
unbelievable.
AI is out of
but
control.
did you see your abs?
Yeah.
AI is out of control.
You go all gray.
Something, but really,
gray hair in my head though.
The abs are something to aspire to.
Now
I don't
you
think
don't.
that's going to happen though.
But you're going to be
wouldn't I be somewhat gray already?
Yeah, I think you're in good shape.
No, I think you could go all gray.
I don't.
You know what the nice thing is? We all have full heads of hair. All of us as older.
This is a very good hair type of show.
Yeah,
nobody's going bald here.
Yeah, but you guys are elite though. You're fine.
I'm fine.
You're fine. These two are different level.
Elite.
Well, he's got six-pack abs and the hair. I traded my.
And yet he's the single one.
I traded my
Doesn't
height
make
for.
any sense.
I traded height for
Ray,
hair.
you should be out on the town every night.
You can't.
I'm here every night.
That doesn't matter.
You
Live
should
your
set
life.
up a dating situation here.
Yes.
Where they come into the studio.
Yes.
And you during commercial breaks, and tell me your story.
Right.
And you know what? Get out of here.
Right.
Or you know what? I'd like to date you.
I feel like that would lead to all sorts of problems.
Why? For what?
Give them a tour. Offer them a Bustelo.
Yeah, and then tell us
See
stories.
what they're about. They sell themselves, and then you make your
and
decision.
then tell us stories.
You're in, you're out. Speed dating.
Yes.
Right here.
I love it.
I'm not at the top of my game in this place. I
Here we go.
couldn't. No, we
go.
couldn't make this happen.
All right.
Maybe take him to the Jeep.
You're always a why it can't happen guy.
Yeah.
Be a why it can happen guy.
Oh no, it can happen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be at my best.
Yeah, let little Raymond live.
Let's break. We're gonna break.
Treat
on
that guy.
Thank you.
We'll come back with.
Thank you.
I got you.
Put
Observation.
him someplace warm.
Did it happen in Florida? The Giants, all of it on the way. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Here are your latest snow conditions for the Central Mountains. Sponsor your job on Indeed. Get matched with quality candidates with Indeed-sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today. Our snow country crew's been having a great week at the slopes. Here's Andy from Stowe at Vermont's highest peak.
Great coverage in soft snow all day at Stowe.
heading down favorites like Hay Shoot to Lift Line. Even the intermediate T Line had some nice, soft, playful bumps. And it's always worth a trip over to Spruce Peak for the soft, long top-to-bottom snow and the fantastic views of Mount Mansfield.
We're back to winter with chillier temperatures and firm groomed snow heading into the weekend, perhaps some snow flurries too. Camelback, Pennsylvania made a lot of snow looking ahead well into April. Shawnee with Military Weekend Friday through Sunday, and Mountain Creek, New Jersey on 2/3 of their terrain. Hunter and Bel Air both 90% with trail numbers in the 50s in the Catskills.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
Attention New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios Home Internet for an incredible $20 a month guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, mobile and home discount enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios-based monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free, so I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
It's tournament time when the most talented teams survive and advance. And whether you're cutting down the nets or cutting through resumes, one thing's clear. The best teams are built with the best people. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. Their smart matching technology finds qualified candidates fast. You can add screening questions to get the right applicants and even filter to see who's recently active. Score the best for your team with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a staff accountant at the height of tax season.
Congrats, looks like the company owes, $50 in taxes. How about that?
That seems low. Why only 50?
Why do you care so much? It's not your money.
This is your job for Sponsored Jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV. Built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/Gator XUV. Nothing runs like a deer.
Don Hahn and Rosenberg is live from the Big East Tournament presented by Schweppes, Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, and Samuel Adams. Join DHR broadcasting live from the Irish Exit inside Moynihan Train Hall for a Big East extravaganza. Big East legends Charles Smith and Walter Berry will join us on site as we break down the action and relive the glory days. All courtesy of Schweppes. Stop by beginning at 3 p.m. Enter to win great prizes and make the Irish Exit your headquarters when the Big East takes center stage. Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea is available at Jack Doyle's and John Sullivan's. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Get ready, New York soccer fans. NYCFC is back. This is us, right? This is not like a commercial. Yeah, I feel confident. Yankee Stadium for a massive showdown against Inter Miami on Sunday, March 22nd, with kickoff set for 1 o'clock. For your chance to be there in person, enter now at ESPNNewYork.com or through the ESPN New York app. Tickets available right now at Ticketmaster.com/NYCFC. Once you're burned like that, it's hard to ever really fully recover.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's tough to trust again. I got to tell you, it's 7:48 right now.
Right.
If If we had like the studio that I had envisioned that I was going to build for us, how nice would that be? Go shoot hoops.
Oh,
just to keep ourselves going.
Great. Keep some blood flowing through your sore muscles.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be nice.
Like challenge RJ to a hey, that's 3-point contest.
Yep.
Dunk contest.
No,
You
that's
can't-
not.
you can't win
that's
that.
Not, that's not nice. Would you have a 9-foot rim?
I don't think you can't dunk 9 feet.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
No chance.
Really?
Dunk on 9 feet?
No.
8.
8, yes.
8 for sure.
Dunking on 9 feet is no easy task.
I think you could do it.
I think you could dunk on 8.
8,
You
yeah.
don't think you could dunk on 8?
8, I
You
definitively.
could definitely dunk on 8.
9, I don't know. 9, you still got to.
8 easily. You can dunk on 8
no
easily.
problem.
I think you can dunk on 8
I
easily.
think it would surprise you how many people could not dunk on 9. It's not easy.
Maybe I don't know.
Could you do it?
I thought so, but the way you make
can't know.
No?
No.
On 9?
Now? No chance.
Well, not with a hobbled calf, but
just in general, no.
He could do it at one time. The landing,
you jump? There's no way you get
the
to 9
landing
feet.
wouldn't be pretty.
With a
but-
basketball? No way.
No, the landing would be
Soccer
ugly.
ball?
One time.
Tennis
No?
ball, maybe.
You don't have big hands.
Well, how big a hands do you have to dunk
Well,
a
you gotta
soccer
be able-
ball?
Well, you still have to palm it.
Well, soccer ball.
Two-handed dunk.
That's harder to dunk two-handed than one-handed.
Yeah, but I can get up real high.
You going to jump off 2 feet, too? What kind of vert we talking?
No. Who jumps off 2 feet?
Well, you're making it sound like you got some ups.
Not like a pogo stick, no.
Yeah, you're making it sound like you're Sonny Styles here, where you're going to have like a 43-inch vertical here.
Mm-mm. Probably half of that.
That's still amazing to me, though. Those guys jump that high.
Tell him he makes the dunk. 65 or sooner is a reality.
No,
He'll
Well,
definitely dunk.
why
He'll
would
definitely
my
dunk.
dunking or lack thereof have any impact on what the Giants are going to do?
It doesn't have to make sense. It just inspire you, motivate
Maybe
you.
you know what he meant. He meant when he turned 65 or sooner.
For
Well,
12
depending
years?
on
5
who you ask, exactly.
So right, you're a jerk. Right now, if I tell you Cowboys win one Super Bowl next 20 years, do you take it?
I mean, they've won 0 in the last 30.
I'm all right.
So
1 in 20.
I probably got to take it. Yeah.
You're taking it.
Yeah.
RJ, one Super Bowl next 20 years. You taking it?
Yeah.
He's gone even longer than me.
Yeah, I have to.
Really? I'm not even going to ask you.
I can't be prouder than that.
I wouldn't take it.
This guy.
It's unbelievable, man.
I would.
This
I
is
have,
unbelievable.
I have a quarterback who I think is going to be terrific.
You know who you are?
Who?
It just in the last 5 minutes occurred
Who
to
am
me.
I?
You're Jefferson. You're young. You're in love. Renewed energy.
It's true.
I'm back.
There's a
Kenny
reason
Fat.
you're making this comp. Did Jefferson say something just now, or
Jefferson oozes wealth.
yes?
He's the guy that
Yes.
that handles our YouTube
Yeah.
stream. Like right? I mean, when you talk to him, he's like, "Oh, well, when I'm at Augusta, and I was going to buy you some paraphernalia, and just he
does
has a
name
lot of money.
He does name drop a little
Well,
bit.
he was talking about his new girlfriend is going to be his parents, and
I don't think she's a new girlfriend anymore.
well, a couple months, but the phrase was uttered. Yeah, when my girlfriend meets my parents at Augusta,
Right.
it's aggressive. Is he's flying the private jet down too, or what?
It's a bit
Well,
snobbish.
he's wearing, so he's wearing a $125 golf shirt right now.
You know what the worst thing about that though is, and this is not nice.
It doesn't look great.
You wouldn't look at that and say, "Boy, that's
It's not
a-
nice.
It's
not nice.
it's
So you
casual
know.
wear for him.
So saying that, not nice. If
No,
you
no.
were wondering,
I
it may-
said I don't think this is nice.
right, but you say it may not sound nice because it's not nice.
Right.
Right.
Well, so what would
Like when
you
you told
would you
Ray,
rather
hey,
have me?
You look
that-
exhausted. Not nice.
Also, see, I don't know where that line
Yeah,
is.
you have no idea.
No.
It's your kryptonite.
It really is.
Do you want to know though?
No, he doesn't. This is he lives.
Yeah. Do you have interest in knowing?
Well,
where the
would you respect me at all if I wouldn't say that? Like, if you're going to spend $150 on a shirt, shouldn't you look at that shirt and be like, "Boy, that's nice"?
I think I would respect you if you didn't say anything.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay, then you don't. My goal as a
Right, but here's the
53-year-old
thing,
man
though.
now is to try to remove that.
But
from
here's
my
what you need to understand about the
vocabulary.
wealthy. Okay, is it doesn't necessarily have to look nice, but it's like, would you know that was a $125 shirt?
No idea.
So you have no idea what the brand is, right?
No idea.
Okay, that's Tiger's brand.
Okay.
That's pretty expensive. I've noticed in my experience with very wealthy people is that you're not going to see them walking around for the most part with like big Louis Vuitton logos and Gucci logos and everything else.
So they don't let you know.
It's
They just
like
the
subtly
true
let
wealthy
you know.
people.
the true wealthy people. It's like, oh, what kind of suit is that? And then you look, it's like a Brioni suit. And then you go to the place where they buy their stuff, and it's like, wow, those shoes that he was wearing that don't look awesome
Right.
were $2,000.
Sure, but isn't it better if you look really nice and are spending a lot of money to do so?
No, I think the ultimate is when you look really nice, but you're not having to spend all the money.
That, I think, is the best.
Right. Like if I go to Target and get a shirt, and everyone's like, wow.
Right.
He looks
fantastic. If you can pull off a great look, and it's an expensive look for cheap,
yes,
that's the goal.
Right.
But
or you already have money where people just assume what you're wearing is really expensive, but it's not.
Also nice. But I would think that you would want to spend money on clothing and also look nice. I would think.
Yeah, but I think sometimes people get more caught up with how much it costs, regardless of how it looks.
So if I'm spending a lot of money on something, even if I don't look great, I'm still doing what I need to do.
Right, like you would look at some of the most expensive things and be like, that doesn't look overly
like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right, but that looks expensive though. It
Yeah,
doesn't look great, but it looks
ridiculous.
But I'm saying like you'd look at like a if you see a Birkin bag, are you like, wow, that's a
I'm the wrong person.
When you see a Birkin bag, it looks like a nice bag that a woman would carry.
Okay.
But it's nothing like outrageous, like, oh my God, I can't believe how beautiful that bag is. It's like if you know what it is, you're like, that's a really nice bag, but it doesn't scream to you like this is a $20,000 bag.
Is that what it is? 20 grand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Super expensive.
A lot of money. Let's go to Ira in Staten Island. Good morning, Ira. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, Dave. And I just said it was okay to call.
Well, get closer to the phone, though. It feels like
do not speak to Ira like that.
It feels like he's
this man has saved people's lives.
A different zip code, though, from where
He'll
he's.
talk however he wants to talk. Ira, put the phone wherever you want to put the phone, okay?
You know what, Ira? Put the phone so far away you don't know where it is.
Okay, you got a deal. But by the way, Rick, I did went on vacation. I had to get a 4-year-old girl out of the pool. Parents were drunk in the hot tub. So, but anyway. Anyway.
So Ira, how good are you? Are you so good that you notice that they're drunk and you say, let me keep a closer eye on this 4-year-old? Or do you just doing your job and then you notice she's in trouble?
No, I was on vacation. It's anticipation. It's like the row reavers jumping a route. It's the same thing. You do it long enough, you could smell it coming a mile away.
Did you admonish them when you gave their daughter back to them?
No, actually, the mother jumped in the pool, took the daughter away from me, and they said I was a lifeguard. I was helping out, and she just walked away. She was embarrassed.
The hotel
was full.
Come on, wouldn't you just heap praise on someone like that?
No, it was probably guilt. Like I'm like, how lucky am I that this guy actually just saved my kid when I'm sitting drunk in the hot tub? Because I got Hasselhoff, who's ready.
Yeah, right. He's always ready.
Ira, when you go on vacation, do you have like tearaways with your bikini on underneath, so if in case something happens, you can just rip the pants off and dive into the water with your lifeguard bikini?
Almost like a Knicks player.
Nope. The bikinis are on all the time, bro.
You wear the lifeguard bikini on vacation?
100%.
Only that's it. Just a little bikini.
You have to have an even tan, man. You can't have like white lines and the brown tan half your leg.
Ira's packing heat is what he's telling
you. Right.
Ira's packing heat.
Listen, I'm glad having fun, but honestly, Dave, I really truly wish you a very, very healthy, happy birthday, and only the best for years to come.
Oh, that's so nice.
Ira's the best.
Thank you, Ira. I really greatly appreciate that. That's so nice.
It is nice. People like you for some reason.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
They like you a lot.
Do you not think I'm likable?
I think you are likable, but I think you're an acquired taste.
I think that's
you're like a stinky cheese.
But if you have a developed palate,
yes,
you appreciate that.
And if you have it enough, it's like initially, I don't know if I like a strong blue cheese. Like initially,
so you would say most people that meet me, they're like, and then over time, it's like,
yes. No, I think the initial foray into Dave could be like, I don't know, he's a little arrogant, say some nasty things.
Ray, did you have that where you met me and you're like, I don't know?
No, not at all.
You liked me right off the bat.
I liked you right away, but I didn't know how nasty you could get at times.
Right, a little socially awkward, kind of like a Rain Man vibe.
I don't think I'm socially awkward at all.
Maybe a little touched. Special.
I think I'm very good in social settings, actually.
Well, when I met you, it wasn't a social setting. It was you were hosting. Right, and if you remember, back in those days, you and I had developed a rapport, but we had never actually seen each other because you were hosting remotely all the time. Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually meet you face to face.
Oh, I didn't know
for
that.
several years.
Oh,
you were hosting shows here from North Carolina.
Oh, for a long time.
I didn't know that.
I started in November of 10 and didn't move back to New York until September of 11.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
So I was working with this guy for like a year. I never saw
So
his
what were
face.
you doing the show from? A different, like a
radio station? My station that I was at in Raleigh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that's the one you turned around.
Well, it was a news station.
103.5.
No, it wasn't 103.5.
What was it?
99.9.
99.9.
Yeah.
The what?
The Fan.
The Fan. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one we heard about at the
Phil
event.
Cussy was telling us all about. Yes. RJ.
Hi.
How you doing? Did you like me right away, or was there some time that it took to build that up?
No, I was a big fan.
See?
I was a big fan.
It's his birthday. Let's all kiss Dave's ass
No.
today.
Why would they lie?
That's all just slobber all over
also,
it.
Why does it upset you that people like me?
No, I was
like, if people like you, I'm like, great. That's my partner,
great.
my co-host, my friend. I'm glad that they like you.
I think I was speaking more about the people that listen to the show than the people that actually know you here.
Dave actually was the first one, like the top of the hour rejoins. So you were the first one I had that idea.
I was the guinea pig for those rejoins?
I had that idea from where I used to work, but they wouldn't let me do them. And I asked Dave, and this was really the
I'm being
microcosm.
sincere. I have no, I don't know
He
if
has
I
no
was
recollection.
no recollection.
None.
So that matches the story I'm about to tell. So I asked you because I passed it by Justin, who's now big time boss. I was like, I got this idea. Cool with you? And he was fine with it. He goes, make sure you ask Dave. I asked Dave, I want to do this at the end of the show. It's 5-hour shows. I go, Dave, I got this idea. I want to try something. Your exact quote was, sure, do whatever you want. I don't care.
That sounds like you.
But I think that would be like on the, if you did top 10 Dave responses to questions, that would be top 3.
But at the time, though, I took that as, wow, this guy, he has so much faith in me. How cool. Looking back, I think you just didn't care.
It's a stock response.
Well, but here's the thing.
It is a stock answer, yeah.
I hear that now that I said that. I'm like, okay, that's nice. Like, why is that a bad thing?
In his head, Dave's answers to questions are all multiple choice. And that is one of
which one do I pull out and give? What else are common answers?
Okay.
That's another one that's always all the time.
You know,
but do what you want, I don't care is a big one.
Or it's just I don't care.
Or if you think so is also one.
If you think so, yeah.
Yeah. If you think so, that's fine. You're listening to DNR on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York.
Oh, Tom Bauer coming through again, baby.
Of course he is. He's a hero, that
I like
guy.
full-time Tom.
Full-time Tom is good.
I like full-time Tom.
I think Tom likes full-time Tom.
I think Tom likes full-time Tom.
His parents are probably so proud of him when he leaves their house.
How could you not be? How could you? I mean, he's a great kid.
I love him. He gets nasty, though. He is feisty. Like, he said something to me yesterday.
Well,
like,
no,
nasty.
I think he doesn't.
Like, what are you tucking your shirt in for?
I think he doesn't like to back down.
Yeah, but I don't like when you first meet him, you don't expect him to be like the one that's initiating the.
Well, because usually serial killers are not that overly crazed and aggressive. Like they're able to kind of maintain a bit of normal, normalcy, and then you realize later
then you end up in their
trunk. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. St. John noon today against Providence at the Garden in the Big East Tournament quarterfinals. Remember last time St. John's played Providence, it got real chippy, real feisty. Fights broke out, so we'll keep an eye on that. 7 o'clock, the Devils host the Flames. 7:30, Nets visit the Hawks in Atlanta. Well, why did you have to put at 7:30 the Nets visit the Hawks in Atlanta? Obviously, it's in Atlanta if the Nets are visiting the Hawks. 8 o'clock, Rangers are in Winnipeg to take on the Jets. And tonight, about 9:30 at the Garden, Villanova and Georgetown, as the Hoyas beat the Blue Demons last night in DePaul.
Classic matchup.
And that's game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. RJ?
Hey.
RJ!
Hi.
Do you agree with me, though? Like, in retrospect, the Nets visit the Hawks in Atlanta? You didn't need, like, the in Atlanta.
Well, I always do that, and I think you always are not a fan of that. But I think I know that you know, and I know most people know. But I think it's.
Well, if they're visiting the Hawks, where would it be?
I think
Magic City.
South America?
Or maybe it's a neutral site game.
But it's not.
Oh,
it's
but
not
Atlanta's the home team.
Not one of those NBA neutral site games.
Not everyone knows. Not everyone's a sports savant like you.
Because you have to be a real savant to know that if the Nets are playing
every
at the
2
Hawks,
seconds.
At the Hawks.
Yeah, right. Like, also, another thing so you know, not nice.
What?
Is to tell someone they look like a serial killer. Not great.
No?
No.
But I've said that in the past.
But it's not great for the young man's confidence.
He seems to be very
Especially
confident.
when you actually look like the serial. Like, you know what I mean?
So you agree with me?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the Hawks can be confusing.
If you ask the Atlanta Hawks who they would rather play, the Knicks or the Heat, they would say the Atlanta Hawks.
I always forget that one exists.
That's really something.
Carlin's clothes are dripping off him, by the way.
Because he's
That's
losing,
good, right?
He's losing weight by the minute.
It's like he's lost like 120 pounds. His clothes are like his pants don't even fit him anymore.
120 pounds?
No,
120.
He's being a jerk. At what point does he need to get a new wardrobe, though?
That's what he did.
Probably
Nothing fit.
soon.
That's why he wore that whatever he wore yesterday for his pictures.
He's calling the Big 12 championship.
In fact, I don't think he's here today.
He's not here today.
I think he's in Kansas City. So is that a Grassa Bart vehicle at 10 o'clock?
I believe that to be true.
Oh, that's nice. You ready for the observation?
Oh, sure.
Okay, go.
These
extra tape on their knob, make their knob bigger.
are knobs.
What was your best sport in school?
By far, tennis.
Oh, my God.
Shake
All right.
And this
Can you just put on that Rothenberg guy?
is Knobservations.
That has a nice ring to it. DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Brought to you by D'Agostino Law.
Sing.
Not right now.
I used to hate taping my knob. That's why I wouldn't break sticks. I'd have there'd be times in my head where like I'm going to snap the stick over the post, but then I have to tape.
That happens a lot, by the way. Like guys just snapping sticks.
Yeah, well, because they're free.
How much is a stick? I know you guys. I know you guys don't.
Depends on what you want. I have to buy them.
You bought your own sticks?
Well, not now. Well, not then. But
Right,
now
that's what
I
I'm
do.
saying.
Like I know now because I have to buy it for my kids.
Hockey. What do you think is the most expensive sport? Hockey.
Yeah. Well, baseball's pretty expensive now too, with how much the travel bats.
No. The travel bats. Yeah, but that's like one bat, and that should last you
until your kid grows and they have to go from a 28 to a 29.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but how much is your basic hockey gear that
all
kids
of it
still
is
growing?
it's all expensive.
Yeah. So.
And ice time, so expensive.
The sport. Yeah. I mean, it's why more people don't play it. So like you can go just pick up. You got to find ice skates. As opposed to, hey, here's a basketball.
Right.
Find
or
a
here's
rim
a
and
soccer
you can
ball.
go shoot.
Yeah.
Or play football outside with your buddies.
Right. Right. All right, RJ, go ahead.
That was nice. So
yeah, I mean, seriously,
you're not the
this
great
version
guy
of
that
you.
you.
This version of you is a real problem
I
that
thought
you
that
portray.
I thought that was good.
Hockey sticks close to $400.
$400, huh? So that's a lot more expensive than a bat.
Yeah, right. Like I mean, you can see as you're blocking a shot, you're like, oh no, there's 360,
and you can't have only one stick.
No, you need two.
Right. So you're looking at $800. You have to spend.
Sometimes now because they're so expensive. So what people do is they have like the gamer that's like the real nice one, and then the backup's maybe like a
less
step down.
But then if the original one breaks, then you have to replace that. You can't move the lesser one up to the main one.
Right. But then when you're playing pro, you get so spoiled because all your stuff is free.
I'm sure in every sport.
So it's like, I let it go. Let's just take the stick and smash it against.
And
the
then
post.
everyone's got
Did they
several.
ever say to you,
Well, you
hey,
gotta, dude.
Hey, that's $500 you just busted there.
No, they don't say anything. No. I mean, there's some guys that go through
They'll take
gloves, skates.
They'll take the shrapnel
pads.
and sell it.
They would sell all our stuff. Yeah.
Brandon Steiner would scoop it up over on the side.
Oh, we would sell our own
and
stuff.
sell it.
They sold my sweatshirt.
There you go.
I actually watched
used.
I actually watched a video the other day.
He sells dirt from Yankee Stadium
at a good price.
Yeah.
About how many pairs of skates hockey players go through in a season.
It's
Higher than I
dependent on
thought.
each player.
Yeah, some guys were like 1 or 2, but some are like 8 or 9.
I have no knowledge. I'm surprised 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I would think it would have been like 20.
Well, no, it's because they're uncomfortable.
So once you break it in and it feels good on you, you want to.
Some guys like it stiff, so they just so they just have it as soon as they'll wear it out of the box.
Good job.
Were you one of the guys that liked it?
I love it stiff. Yeah.
All right.
I wore pads
Really?
fresh out of the box.
What?
That's got to be painful.
All-Star game, they sent me pads, put them right on.
Well, pads, I can understand.
How long did the pads take to break in?
Pads weren't bad. Glove was the hardest. Especially because I handle the puck.
But when you get the sweet custom gear,
Is it like
you get to show it off.
You should have seen my locker. My locker was just littered. Like I was like any company that wanted to make me gear. I had closets and closets full of stuff.
Was it the glove? Was it like a baseball mitt where it took time to really?
Yeah. And then depending on how much you want it reinforced. Now you can get it game ready if you want. Like they'll set.
They do that in baseball too.
gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RJ.
But you can't wear that in practice because your handle fall off.
Correct.
The worst.
You ready?
Eric DaCosta. He's
a liar.
Speaking of liars,
Well,
yes.
He's lying
Well,
terribly.
Let's get to it.
We've got a responsibility. I've got a responsibility to the Ravens, to this community, to our fans, and to Steve Bisciotti to do what we think is best for the club. That's what we always try to do. Every decision we make is based on this idea. Is this the best thing for the Ravens? Very, very challenging. Again, I understand how people maybe from afar would feel that way, but nobody's more upset about this than me. Gutted by it, actually. regret, a big regret for me. But we will move on as a football team, and I think there's many, many opportunities for us to grow as a team, to become a better team, to build a roster, and to be the team that we want to be.
Gutted.
He's gutted.
He'll never get over it.
Using the term gutted.
Well, they didn't get Max Crosby home. But
I mean, you know, you could argue that this is better for them and made more sense for them than trading 2-1s for Max Crosby.
Well, you heard the story too, though, that was coming out now.
That they wanted both guys, which is there's no way. They couldn't afford both of those guys.
Well,
so we started some discussions with he and his agent, thinking that, you know, potentially we'd have 2 pass rushers on the defensive line on both sides of the line. Again, I think it was disappointing, you know, to us, and probably in a way, you know, potentially disappointing probably to Trey as well.
Yeah, we wanted Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby.
Crosby's APY would have been like 35, and Hendrickson's is like 28. So you over 60 between the two.
And then you have no picks. First round picks for this year and next year.
Right, and it's the 14th overall pick this year. Here's the thing, though, I will say, is if you want to believe that this wasn't what you guys are talking about, where it was buyer's remorse, lost more than you thought you were going to lose, now all of a sudden the idea of 2 first-round picks is just too much. You didn't want to do it. And you could get, like, it sounded like Hendrickson was going to come here, so now we got the pass rusher anyway, for a pretty good price. Like, I think Hendrickson probably thought he was going to get more than he did.
What did he get, 29?
Like, he did fine. Like, he did fine, but you're talking about, I mean, top of the market's 40.
Right.
So, like...
When you hear the timing about the mystery team that was in on Hendrickson and right away the Raiders send their tweet out and everything, like the timeline does not make sense.
Right, and then I think the Bills were involved. There were some other teams, and then you saw the Bills say, they just signed Bradley Chubb. But
did you hear that they were talking to Hendrickson when Crosby was in their building?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so anyway, so if you wanted to believe that he's being truthful and that he's got it and that it was the medicals, there is the potential, though, that when you hear about the meniscus and then those cartilage damage, you're not trading 2 first-round picks for 1 or 2 years of Max Crosby.
Of course.
I got him for this year and next, and now I'm going to have to give a humongous extension. Like, what version in 5 years?
But wouldn't you think, hey, the guy just had surgery.
Hey, but I don't know if when they exchange medicals, you get a real, like, they're giving you the medicals of what his cartilage looks like. Like, hey, this is what he got done. He had a meniscus repair. This is how far along he is. Maybe, like, I would think maybe they probably give you the initial MRI, but I don't know.
When you get the written doctor's report?
That's why you do the physicals, though. It's like because
don't announce a trade until you've done the physical.
That's almost but that's not possible. That like the trade's going to get out there, and the trades only become official once those physicals get taken. But the stuff is still going to get out there. They usually,
I think, send the medicals first.
Correct.
Agree, and then they do the physical afterwards.
Right. This kind of stuff has happened before where a trade gets killed because a guy failed the physical. The difference is that you had that big window between signing and the actual
Speaking of signing, I think this is a nice signing. Jeremy Fowler is reporting Keaton Mitchell has signed with the Chargers 2 years.
Oh, that's a good, that's
just over $9 million. I was kind of hopeful he would wind up with the Giants, but I digress.
Sorry, it's happening.
Dave thought he was signing everybody.
Yeah.
Well, the Bradley Chubb,
Raven,
65 or sooner.
The Bradley Chubb thing you mentioned before, it's so hilarious. He gets cut, and 5 minutes later he signed.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody was talking to him. Nobody.
Yeah, does that change your opinion of the Bills being all in?
I like that signing for the Bills. Apparently they kicked the tires on Crosby, couldn't get that done. Hendrickson couldn't get that done, and then settled on Chubb. So I like it.
So
yeah, but you like Crosby better.
Yeah,
obviously.
Right. So at what point is it like, okay, guys?
But I just don't like 2 1s for Crosby or.
Oh, but it wasn't gonna be 2 1s now.
Well, not now, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like you revisit it. It's like, hey, we'll give you a 1 and.
Yeah, I mean, if you take it at what we're all speculating, dancing around, in that the Ravens just jumped out at the 11th hour, then maybe Crosby is fine. Maybe they used an excuse. You could still go get him probably for cheaper.
Definitely for cheaper.
So
the team that is hurt the most here is the Raiders. This is really, really bad for them.
Well, the cap's got to be at.
You saw Crosby's tweet, though.
He said he wants to play for him.
He's all in. He's back.
You know what? He
feels like a Raider, though.
Yes.
He's a good soldier.
I wonder if he's going to celebrate with Shabuzi now that he's coming back.
Maybe. a re-celebration?
Yeah, re-celebration.
He did 10 minutes on his podcast about leaving, how much he loves the Raiders.
I was under the impression that's when it becomes official, when the guy does the big goodbye on the podcast. But
now it's awkward. So, Jets land Geno Smith. And on SNY, they were doing the Mets spring training game.
Did you hear this?
This is Gelbs.
With Steve Gelbs and Keith Hernandez. This is what it sounded like.
Apparently the Jets are trading for Geno Smith. Evidently a 6th-round pick.
The Jets are getting back a 7th-round pick and Geno Smith.
Can take over for you for a half inning if you want.
It is here. One day, Keith.
Poor Gelbs.
It really depends where you want to go, because I was texting a buddy of mine yesterday, and I think that there are a real population of people that are legitimately upset about the signing because they want to win games. Not every Jets fan does want to tank.
Yeah, no, I get it. Listen, it's a really tough situation that they're putting the fan base in.
For those people that want to win games, to what end, though? Even if you double your win total, it's still 6 wins. What is that?
You're playing the long game. I agree with you.
Right, but what are you doing? It's 6 opportunities out of 17 games to feel good?
But some people... Ask Don. Ask Don. He thinks that it matters for culture building, and it matters for what kind of team you're going to be, and winning matters.
I like that some people do view Geno Smith, though. Like you're trying to find your Miyagi about, hey, can you get me to a certain level? As you approach Geno Smith and you're like, you led the league in sacks. You threw the most interceptions. You got everyone in your organization wiped
Fired. They got the number 1 pick because of you.
Can you do that for me?
Sign me up.
Sign me. I could guaranteed get the number 1 pick.
Well, the argument too is it's going to be so much better than Justin Fields. That's a real high bar.
Right, a guy that has no business, being a starting quarterback in the league.
What are we talking about?
You know what I like about Gelbs? He's a massive Rangers fan, massive Jets fan.
I like Gelbs.
Like he lets it be known who he cares about and who he roots for.
Yeah.
And I'm told, and I don't know that either of the two of you know this, told he's a huge fan of this show.
Oh, really?
Well, that's funny. Well, we have never had him on. All these people that you say are huge fans that you know.
I don't know him at all.
I could tell you he would love to come on.
Or DM him.
Let's make it happen.
Raymond knows him.
He would love to come on.
Well, then what are we doing?
Ray and Steve are good buddies, apparently.
Yeah, they're very, very close.
He covers the Mets. He does pre and post for the Jets. So what are we talking about?
All right, let's make it happen then.
Well, you make it happen. You know him. I don't know him. Raymond said to me he's a huge fan of the show.
Yeah, get him on. I'll ask him very short questions. We'll love it.
Do you, RJ, now worry
Yes.
about future interviews?
Steve,
Yeah.
Soto happy?
Yeah. Talk about it.
Soto, happy. Talk about it.
Soto happy? Yes. Just be like Yoda.
Oh. Yeah. Soto happy? Question mark?
Yeah.
Brian Hodgson.
Don't know him.
He is the head coach of the University of South Florida. Actually, some rumblings he could be in consideration for the Syracuse job. But he is the
I actually don't know what sport you're talking about.
Men's college basketball.
Okay.
So they have overachieved this year. They're a good team. And Brian Hodgson has a message on the field of 68 for other universities that are already trying to poach his players.
We do a good job with our guys, and I've got a very close relationship with them. So any of these clowns out here that think they're gonna, reach out to my guys before the season ends and start sending the DMs and having the third party, I will find you. I'm not like the rest of these college basketball coaches. We will have a face-to-face conversation. I can promise you that.
Oh, I like that. So he's not the only one.
He said, I will find you.
I will find you. And he wanted to say, and I will kill you.
So Grant Leonard is also a college basketball coach. He was on ESPN Radio, and he's the head coach of Queens, who, not Queens here, but Queens College.
By the way, do you know this story? I think Queens University, right?
Queens University, sorry.
In Charlotte, and they just made the tournament. They're combining schools with, I forget, like Elon or someone, and they're going to only have one program.
I heard something about that.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they're dancing this year.
Right.
And Coach
But
Leonard,
I saw this is the one and only time that Queens will ever go to the big dance.
So Coach Leonard was coaching in a game, and I guess they played Auburn earlier this year. And he recognized someone that was sitting courtside off the Auburn staff.
Ethically, as a coach, I don't think you should be recruiting kids on my roster while our season's going on. I don't think that's how it should work. I look at our coaching profession and say we're at a crossroads. People can say it's the wild, wild west. Well, we can choose to not allow it to be. Maybe you could go sit on courtside and interact with my player during a conference tournament, but you shouldn't do that.
So
that really is awful.
An assistant coach off Auburn during pregame dead ball moments was actually trying to talk to some of the players.
That's disgusting, isn't it?
He bought the tickets, bought courtside seats.
During dead ball moments is trying to recruit players in the midst of a game.
Or before a game, yeah.
Can't say the word.
That's where it's at.
Scummy?
No, can you say that?
You can say scummy.
Okay.
Why can't you say scummy?
I don't know.
You can't say scum plus it, but you can say scummy.
We're just going to keep repeating it.
That's right.
So scummy's good.
Apparently.
Okay.
even if it wasn't at this point, we're where we are.
Right, but I think, listen to me. Here's the problem, though.
You can't defend this.
I'm not defending it. I'm saying here's the problem in general. He's 1,000% right, and that's how it should work. Like you should during the season, especially the way this Auburn coach is doing it. It's unacceptable. In saying all that, you also recognize that it doesn't matter because there's still gonna be people that do it.
Yep.
So like if you're not doing it, as bad as you think it is, you know someone else is gonna do it.
Sure, let them do it. You know what? I'll talk to you when it's appropriate and let you know I'm the coach that doesn't do that kind of crap.
That's the problem with all this stuff, though.
I'm not sure that matters. I want to agree with you.
These are all perfect world
Ethics
conversations
are great,
that you're having.
and I agree with you. But
it's disgusting.
I mean, you just heard Adrian Autry on the way out of Syracuse. He said he gave an interview to I think Syracuse.com, and he said, "Listen, we don't have the budget. Part of the reason I'm out."
Did you see Boeheim yesterday? So he's doing the ACC tournament for the ACC network, like the halftime, pre-post kind of thing. And he was asked about Autry. And he was so defensive of him and said, you know whose fault this is? The players. He's like, when your two best
players don't play defense.
When your two best players are just not good and don't live up to what you're paying them.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man. Like, the coach put this team together. The coach failed at his job. And now you're going to defend him because he's your guy?
Yeah. Draymond Green. We talk about him sometimes. Dave's a big fan.
Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer,
That's
Draymond
right.
Green.
What Hall of Fame?
So Draymond Green
He's going to have his own wing.
Was talking about sometimes I guess he gets approached by parents and say, "Oh, my kid, my son plays in a style that resembles your game."
Sometimes parents come up to me and they be like, "Yo, my son played just like you," and I think to myself like, "Your son is ass."
Yeah, right. That's nice. Bet you'd appreciate that.
So you can play that, but I can't say the scummy. We talking about?
I don't know what's appropriate.
I don't either
anymore. I said something the other day I didn't think it was bad, and they dumped it.
Well,
as quick
listen,
as
John hasn't run into the studio screaming, so I think
you knew that was
we're
bad.
okay.
I didn't know.
Once we explained it to you, you knew.
You knew.
Yeah, but yeah,
I think he knew when he said it.
No, I did not. At the time I said, I was like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with that." And then you guys jumped me for it, and
it's like that one. It's like the one time I told you to go to break.
If you did that to Sherry, would she like it?
Oh boy. So Chuck and Shaq inside the NBA, they got into a fun argument.
Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren have to play great every night.
What great player hasn't had?
No, great players don't play great all the time. I know you think that. No, you didn't.
Yes,
no,
I
you did not.
Chuck,
no, you did not. Stop it.
Yes, I did.
No, I don't want to Google. You did not have 7 great games in a 7-game series. Stop it.
First of all, it never went 7. That's how great I was, dummy.
You got swept 5 times, fool.
I'm talking about after that, dummy, when I won 3 in a row, butt face.
You got swept 5 times.
That was when I was young. The real diesel when I won 3 in a row. I never had a bad game. I never had a bad game.
He's right though. What great player doesn't have to play great in the NBA?
I love that he moved the goalpost though.
Of course, it's the point.
No, what makes you great is that you play consistently. You're great, but not every great player has a great game every game. The point is that if Jalen, that's RJ's concerned about Detroit. Like if Cade gets slowed down in a game or doesn't shoot well, who's going to pick up the slack?
Okay, if Jalen Brunson doesn't have a good game, do you think the Knicks are going to win? Very unlikely.
Unlikely, but it can happen.
But it can happen. Like
it could happen for Detroit
right, but
too.
if Jalen Brown doesn't have a good game, can the Celtics win?
Well, as much
now
as
they can.
As much
that's the point. But that's the point.
Listen, as much as you want to go at him, you've seen Cat give you big playoff games.
He hates Cat. Cat is his Caleb Williams right now.
I said nothing about Cat.
Not today.
He hates it.
Cat's been playing me.
You hate him.
He's been playing very well lately. And defensively, he's much better.
You've been very polite to him this week.
This week.
I mean,
this week.
Because Mikal Bridges has, 21 points in his last 4 games.
Which is no good.
Mikal
How many trips to the foul line does he have in those 4 games? Do we know?
Oh, boy.
It's not
as many as Bam Adebayo.
Single digits.
That's unbelievable. All you mentioned it. That's actually unbelievable.
It's so crazy.
You still get to 83, though.
The last...
Still got to 83.
Okay, so the last 5?
Last 4.
Last 4.
Tell me none.
None, right?
None.
0?
Yeah. 0.
How is it even possible that a guy that starts in the league and plays 30-plus
a
minutes
game? Score 2 games.
He was 2 of 3 against OKC.
That's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. But I think it ends up being the Knicks' biggest problem because he's supposed to be one of your better players, right? You gave up 5 first-round picks for him. is that we keep going back to the same thing with them as the mentality.
Well, ever since he put words to it on the court, like 2 months ago, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, whatever it was, where he was like, yeah, some people, including me, needed to adjust their mindset. You wonder if he's going back the other way. We're only left to assume. I don't know.
But if you were upset like you were, and you're not scoring, and you want to get yourself going, what better way than to just go create some contact, get to the foul line?
Exactly.
You're an awesome shooter.
He's a really good shooter.
At what point do you just say it's not his game?
What's not his game?
At what point?
No, but I think
that's how you play so many games in a row.
No. Like I told you guys the other day, I heard someone describe it as the Knicks offense is accidental. Like rather than have a plan as to how we're going to get, like we'll have this guy get going, this guy get we can.
So
it's kind of like whatever the defense gives you, which I guess in theory is okay, but still
Mike Brown has said several times that he doesn't like to call plays. Like the offense has like a flow. It's supposed to run
out of a timeout. Is he okay calling a play?
Well,
occasionally, I
heard Monica McNutt yesterday on DHR, and she was talking about how their offensive game plan, the issue she has with it is it's so focused on, dribble drives, get 2 feet into the paint and spray it out. But the problem with that is
every game
you're not entertaining.
That's
you're not,
whose isn't.
You're not entertaining looks at the rim, so defenses aren't going to. They're not going to.
Here's the thing: you guys say that's not his game. Getting to the foul line 10 times a game, I get it. That's not none.
Yeah.
0 for 4 games. He hasn't been to the foul line in 4 games.
So he's got his field goal attempts 8, 6, 8, and 9. No free throws.
That's tough. So we talked about this yesterday. I think Shia LaBeouf.
What a job that is, though. Can you imagine that? What's your offensive?
Yeah,
just get in the paint, spray it.
Guys, go do your thing.
Touch the paint.
Touch the paint, then you spray it.
Right.
Shia LaBeouf does not like. Some would say hates Mike Piazza.
I remember trying to get Mike Piazza's autograph. You know what I mean? For my whole life, Mike Piazza.
Were you waiting outside the fence?
Every day, this guy, bro. We used to go to Dodger games. Big Brothers program used to give these tickets out. You go Dodger game. Me and all of them dudes would be sitting in the parking lot. Brent Butler always signed. Hideo Nomo always signed. Mike Piazza.
Just a cold heart.
Mike Piazza, you're a bro.
How many times do you think he rejected signing up?
Every day, bro. I used to go out there 90 times probably. Rejected me 90 times. So what it did was, I'm going to sign them all. So when I got on, it was like, yo, Mike Piazza.
So you don't turn down any pictures?
Never, ever.
At least he doesn't turn out pictures.
I watched that interview. Oh, it's wild.
Did he call him Brent Butler?
I didn't. I've got to listen back to it.
Called him Brent Butler.
Then he got arrested the next day.
Did you watch that whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh my God.
He's so. I mean, this is like followed him. Like this really bothers him
90 times,
and has changed the way he deals with his own fans.
He looks at the camera, Mike Piazza. You're a bleep. Like he wants that to get back to him.
Has Mike Piazza been reached as
has
anybody?
He responded to this?
No, he's caught up with
I
Italy.
Don't think so.
Right, right.
That's Knobservations brought to you by D'Agostino Law. 35 years of getting accident victims and Social Security disability clients every dollar they deserve. Offices in New York, in New Jersey. Also at 1-800-BITE-BACK, 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino Law, Bite Back.
Go ahead. It's my birthday. Go ahead.
D'Agostino Law, Bite Back.
That was good. It's getting better. It's getting much better.
It's not.
Yeah.
It sounds like the original.
It's a little better.
Oh, that one sounded a little better. It didn't sound great. It didn't sound great.
It's never going to sound great.
You try it now.
No, I've done it.
It sounds good.
It's my birthday.
It sounds good.
Come on, you get
for me.
You look
my
nice.
birthday. Come on.
D'Agostino Law, Bite Back.
That's nice.
No, but see, it's
like
end.
Adele.
Right, but it's the end of D'Agostino that really hits when Raymond does it.
You let the note.
He doesn't.
I can't do that.
RJ goes into strict, I'm just hitting puberty mode.
Right. He turns into like Peter Brady. D'Agostino. Love, Bite Back.
We love that.
Raymond's like Pavarotti.
Yes.
Raymond's he's the total package.
He's the Geno Smith.
So wait a minute.
Justin
You got
Fields.
great hair. Your physique is incredible.
Sing.
Unbelievable work ethic. And you can sing jingles?
I mean, what are we talking about?
My God.
Why don't you want to speak?
How are you single?
I'm overqualified.
The next Bachelor. The next Bachelor.
Oh.
If he went on The Bachelor.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
We could do live shows from there.
That'd be good for us, actually.
Who hosts that now? Is it Jesse Palmer?
Yeah.
You go in the fantasy suite, Raymond?
Bring me in there with you.
Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean these words won't follow you home.
That was.
They got the nocturnal. Can you see eyeballs?
I'd wear like the people who wore in Desert Storm. You'd see
troubling.
Ray. Ray,
ouch, ouch! You're in the way. You're in the way. Ray, I can't see. Move those covers.
Let me in with you.
He's got the night vision.
Move to the side.
He's crawling around.
They're just getting intimate.
What's that over there? It's just a lamp.
They're just getting intimate. Oh, Evan Neal's back.
Hey, Ray, 65 or sooner.
Diggy Zoo just got traded. I thought you wanted to know.
I didn't know if I should tell you or not.
Do it like Harbaugh. Oh, my God.
All righty, Raymond.
The investigation found he was viewing pornographic material on his personal phone just before the vehicle crash.
Did it happen
What in your mind makes you think that you should get into the back of a cop car? Because we wanted to ride to the next bar.
in Florida?
Do I look like a taxi? No.
Oh, Did It Happen in Florida, presented by Wild Fork. This one from Jared, who's become a good contributor. Another pickleball story, because we're in the mood. We're in the mood for the pickleball.
Yep, because we got pickleball, rickleball
I'm not
next
really in the
Friday.
mood for pickleball right now, honestly.
Well,
you will
today.
be.
You will be.
You guys are feeling it today.
Use a cold tub.
Today would be the worst day, right? The day after.
I don't know. You see my toes. My
For
big
the
toes.
48-hour window,
That could end up being your Soviet Union at the Garden moment. We don't know.
That's a good point, RJ. You get embarrassed
I got to
the way
tell
we
you,
get
I think
embarrassed?
Team USA beating the Russians was more likely than us beating them. RJ, you don't know.
RJ, if we beat they'll make a documentary of this. If we beat these guys,
They would have a 30 for 30
Yeah.
immediately.
Gary Myers would drive to the pickleball heaven that day.
Like you laugh. You didn't see. These guys were.
We got to get Al Michaels to call this
And
thing.
not only did they win, they did not move. It's like you will beat them, and you
Without
will not
moving.
be able to move from this 4-foot radius. And that's what they did.
Alrighty, so some people in a place have a match going. This is not a retirement home like the last one. So a friendly pickleball match.
There's not a deer involved in this story,
No
right?
deer. Between couples.
There's assault involved in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it turned nasty when tensions boiled over during a heated dispute about a kitchen violation,
This is
which is the no volley
these
zone.
are older people, you said?
No, not
Oh.
older people.
Younger people.
It could be.
So you're not going to give us any age range, okay?
Nope. Then, as a bystander said, it was supposed to be a friendly match, and then it turned into WrestleMania with paddles, with the brawl, which grew to encompass upwards of 20 people between those involved, those trying to break it up, and it ended with one of the contestants shouting and then pulled a Rothenberg by throwing their paddle at another player's head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't.
He didn't throw it.
I didn't throw it.
This feels like a carbon copy of what happened with the older facility. It's just that it's not older people.
Yep.
But we don't know how old they are.
Nope.
He won't give us any kind of age. They
yeah.
could, but they could be older people, right?
Could be.
Right.
2 people were arrested in this rumble. So did it happen in Florida?
Yeah,
It feels
How many
Floridian.
times are we going to go to? I mean, it feels like we keep going back to Florida here, though. At some point, you have to sprinkle in something else.
That's why it's called Did It Happen in
Like,
Florida?
this is a 20-person Royal Rumble.
Yeah, over the top rope.
Yes.
I got to think
Florida.
too. Whoever's involved in this brawl, we get to 20 people and we still can't break this thing up.
At some point,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some point,
unless it's older people trying to
Yeah.
break it up and they don't have the same strength that they once did.
at some point you heel turn, you get involved. I think.
And then it turns into a big
Oh boy. Wait a minute! Oh my God! All right.
Can you say gangbang?
No.
No.
Rick, where did it happen?
Did you dump that, Rick?
Of course.
Okay. See, I gotta be honest. I didn't know that you couldn't say that. Yeah. Some stuff it's very gray.
Can't do that one.
Okay.
This is not the bleachers in 1996. You
Where-
cannot do
Now I
that.
got
Where
it.
did the
Now I got
story
it.
happen?
I'm gonna say.
RJ, you went to school for this.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say yes, Florida. John
Yeah.
looks very unhappy.
He
today.
looks awful.
Yeah.
I love what he shaves.
I feel like it's Florida.
It
I like
is.
John with some scruff.
It is Florida. It's
Florida.
Naples. That is Did It Happen in Florida, presented by Wild Fork, your number one choice for meat and seafood.
That's nice. Good
We're all-
job by you
we're all
today.
gonna
Wild Fork.
I think we're-
We've got meat.
I think we're all about to get yelled at. You should go to break.
Why? You don't like our singing?
John is scary quiet here. Remember how you
Hey,
said
we
that?
didn't even,
you remember
we
how
didn't
you
even
said
practice that.
Remember how you said that John won't go after the violator? he'll complain to the bystander
Right.
first. I think RJ and I are about to hear the complaints first.
About what?
About what you just said.
He dumped it.
Somehow he knows though.
I'm trying to get the button sponsored.
You're doing keep it up.
I'm trying to open up a deal.
Yeah, you're going to get that done very quickly. You keep doing what you're doing. All right, let's break. We'll come back. The Giants and ownership. We got to get into that. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Good morning, birthday boy Dave Rothenberg, and hello, Rick DiPietro. Hey, we've got fog and rain this morning. Be careful traveling. We're seeing major delays on the thruway southbound, bumper to bumper, Tallman down through Nyack on the thruway south by exit 11. A tractor trailer fire extinguished, but crews are still cleaning up the mess. Lots of alternate volume on 59 and on 9W through that area as well. Watch for slowdowns on 80 East out past exit 30 in Mount Arlington. It's a multi-vehicle accident sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA builds better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Here are your latest snow conditions for the Central Mountains. Sponsor your job on Indeed. Get matched with quality candidates with Indeed-sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today. Colder, snowier weather is taking over, so those spring ski days of earlier this week are very much in the rear-view window. Until the next time, we'll be skiing well-groomed snow on a fast, firm base this weekend at areas like Hunter with 58 trails in the Catskills, Wyndham on 80% of their terrain, Bel Air at 90%. Very firm surfaces for Thursday and perhaps Friday can loosen up nicely as we get into the weekend with all the grooming. Mohawk, Connecticut, Ski Butternut in the Berkshires, both still 100%. Gore Mountain and Whiteface both 80% with loosened, frozen, granular, and hardpack in the Adirondacks. Top to bottom, side to side coverage on the snowmaking trails still strong, and the cold weather preserves that. Stratton and Killington are both 90% in Vermont.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
50 years from now, will jeans be wide or skinny? Will email still exist? Will guac still be extra? One thing is certain. If you won the new Millionaire for Life from the New Jersey Lottery today, you'd still be getting $1 million every year for life. That's enough money to say, bring it on, the future. I will have that guacamole at any price.
Play the new Millionaire for Life today. Anything can happen in Jersey. Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
March is here, and the madness is underway. Schweppes offers above-the-rim refreshment and is proud to sponsor the Big East Conference. Take a break from the action with a Schweppes Seltzer. Enjoy 7 refreshing flavors, such as black cherry, lemon lime, cranberry lime, and strawberry mango. Each Schweppes Seltzer flavor provides a perfect touch for any occasion. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783, and the perfect way to elevate your everyday refreshment. Stop by your local food bazaar to get your favorite Schweppes Seltzer for a slam dunk experience.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay.
Things people love.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So what's let's be honest about this. It's a very awkward, uncomfortable story, but something we kind of have to get into, and that's what's going on with the Giants. It sounds like the Tisch family will transfer ownership of the Giants in a trust over to the grandchildren. So I think you'd have to be dumb to not kind of connect the dots and look at the Epstein link and think there's something to that of why they would be doing this now.
Right. I mean, the timing is
curious.
This
right?
wasn't something that you heard, previous to the Epstein stuff coming out.
Right.
So I don't know if this is because there might be more to come, or if he's getting pressure from the other owners involved. Like, hey, this is a bad look for us.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just kind of get rid of you.
But I don't think he's going to have no, authorities or no involvement at all. I just think name on document will not be his name on document.
Well,
it
sounds like from what I'm reading this morning is that 45% of their ownership is already in a trust.
Yes.
So they don't really have 10%. Is what it sounds of the team directly. So now they're going to see if the NFL will allow them to put it in their grandkids.
It is a very awkward, uncomfortable story because I've heard from a lot of Giants fans be like, it's hard to want to root for a team that one of the owners has, photos out there.
It's their kids though, not their grandkids. It's their kids.
I thought grandkids.
It says to the kids.
RJ, it's grandkids or kids? Because I had seen grandkids and talk about the skip the generation tax and all that kind of stuff.
I thought it was multiple. I will double check that.
So, we'll find out. Regardless of that, that doesn't really matter who it's going to go to. The fact that Steve Tisch will not be the primary owner of that, bit of the Giants.
Right.
Will not be him moving forward, it sounds like.
Right, which is, again, I mean, I don't know. It felt like that story had kind of gone away.
It's never going to go away. It's always going to be lingering until you get more information.
So if this is something that you were going to eventually do anyway, then let's just do it now. So we kind of, as we start this new, fresh John Harbaugh era, is we don't have to worry about this story.
Right. But remember, that the story broke days after Harbaugh had taken the job. You're like, oh, my God, now you got to deal with this. But it's just, and I guess there's another owner involved, too.
It's their kids' trust, right? That's what I thought.
It's all kids? Okay. Josh Harris of the Commanders has also had some stuff with this whole Epstein Files thing.
Right, but it also could be like, is this something I want to deal with? As much as I like to do this, right, and be a part of all this, I don't know how much, how many of the football decisions he's actually making.
Steve? I don't think any.
Right, but he's involved in these meetings. I'm sure he sat down with the whole Harbaugh thing. But now that Harbaugh's hired and he's here for the next 5 years, how many decisions am I actually going to be a part of? This is kind of John Harbaugh's team now, and we still have the Maras who do the football stuff. So, do I really want to put myself through this too? I can also, now
I can extricate myself from this situation, leave it over to my kids. And
right, but now it's something I don't have to deal with because now it's not me now. So maybe the story dies with, or at least some of it.
I think it's less of a bad look, but I think it's also.
Well, but I'm not even saying bad look. Forget the bad look part of it. I mean, just as far as how much more do you want to pursue this? Kind of out of sight, out of mind deal.
Will the NFL continue to pursue if you're not one of the primary owners of the Giants?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they have to now, or they can just we went through it?
And you have to figure this goes through. Because I can't think the NFL is going to want this to be kind of starting to become public, and then it's going to fall through.
I mean,
that's a bad look for the league.
You saw how the NFL responded to this in the first place. Yeah, we'll look into it. Okay. Because that's what we want to do. When you start, you understand who owns these teams and how those circles usually.
It's the old boys club is what this is.
Right, but now do we want to set the precedent where now all of a sudden we're going after Steve Tisch, and then we have the owner of this team's name comes out, and then this name, and now
right, because you got Josh Harris, and how deep does this go?
Now it's a mess,
right?
That we don't have to deal with.
So get it into the kids, move him to the outside,
right? Get this headache, take this off your plate too.
But it's such a bad
right now. Now, if you don't own the team, now maybe the people that have been looking into the story are less likely to continue with the story because it's I
don't know about that.
Well, you still might, but. I mean, it's less of a story now if he doesn't own the team.
It's less of a story, but he's still Steve Tisch.
I get it.
Right? Like whether he owns the Giants. Yeah, it's lesser if he doesn't own the Giants, but he's still Steve Tisch, and he did own the Giants, and his family still. And if you're wrapped up in this whole Epstein thing, it's gross.
Right, but his kids had nothing to do with it.
Right. No.
Right, so you take that part out of it.
Right. But it's just gross.
Well, the timing of it, too. I mean, not so much the timing you're talking about when the story broke, just like when he's actually being connected to Epstein. It's like,
and his like salvo of, well, he's just setting me up with women of age. It was really...
Well, that part's bad, but also, you know who he was, though. This wasn't like, hey, these emails before we realized...
And he was already a convicted offender.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's like this wasn't before we knew what Epstein was. It's like you already knew who he was.
Well, if you had a relation with him 30 years ago, okay, you know what? That's not good. If you had a relation with him after he was already convicted,
right. And that's when he's setting you up with women. It's like, come on, man.
Right. It's even worse.
Right.
It really is. So that's where we are with that. As any updates, we'll certainly keep you posted. It's an uncomfortable, awkward story to get into, but I think we have to get into it. It's the Giants, and it's the ownership of the Giants.
Of course, and it was a big story at the time.
Huge story at the time. 83 points still rubs a lot of people the wrong way, and the World Baseball Classic. Whew, Team USA moves on. We'll get to both of those stories next. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
FanDuel is giving all customers a profit boost every single day through March 15th. From now till that final 68 is revealed, you're getting daily profit boosts for a chance at boosted winnings on your college basketball bets. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single day. Build the same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout or try live betting and jump in after tip-off. FanDuel is giving all customers a profit boost every single day through March 15th. From now till that final 68 is revealed, you're getting daily profit boosts for a chance at boosted winnings on your college basketball bets. Best of all, with FanDuel, you get paid instantly when you win. Just visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Start with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, it's Michael K, and I love when I get to talk about my friends at PC Richard & Son. It's a local company, family owned, and I trust them, and you should too. Right now, get tax season savings, up to 35% off select categories, plus save an additional 8.875% off hundreds of items throughout the store. And in-home delivery is free. Great savings, great service. It's what they do. Get tax season savings at PC Richard & Son today. Some exclusions apply. Free delivery on mattresses, $399 and up, excludes Manhattan.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Join ESPN New York for a huge rivalry night at the Calandras Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey. Play-by-play voice of the Devils, Don LaGreca.
Put a pitchfork in this one.
And the Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg show are taking over for a special live broadcast and Devils versus Rangers watch party on Wednesday, March 18th. Join the guys starting at 3 p.m. for a special happy hour and broadcast. Then stick around for the 7 p.m. puck drop with big screens, great food, and the best fans in hockey all under one roof. Reservations are recommended. Brought to you by Calandras Italian Village.
All right. DNR with you. ESPN New York. Rick, nowhere to be found, but that's fine. We roll along. 800-919-3776. So the 83 points, the more I've watched highlights of that, the more kind of gross it is. I heard, like, you don't want to, get more than Kobe. I'm not concerned about getting more than Kobe. The way it happened is, to me, what just doesn't sit right. You have fouls happening, and then you're putting them on the free throw line. Then they're fouling the other team. Like, just, it doesn't feel like it was a genuine 83 points. I don't care if you score 83, 90, 105. Doesn't matter to me. And I heard a lot of, well, if it was LeBron, it would be different. No. If they kind of played that game, you're up. The game is over. Now you're fouling intentionally, starting with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The more I think about it, the more I really am turned off by that 83
But it was
points.
both sides of it, though.
Yeah, but I don't like any of it.
It's not easy to score 83 points.
I'm not taking anything away from getting 83 points.
And to have the stamina to hoist up 86 shots when you include 43 free throws, it's impressive.
I don't like it. I'm serious. I don't like it. You can roll your eyes all you want.
No,
I don't like it.
I don't disagree with you, but I want to. Because I recognize that, still, it's an accomplishment. The Wizards stink. I get it.
I don't care about that.
It seemed contrived at the end where it was like...
That's it.
Like all of that stuff. And now all of a sudden, like, hey, we don't want to be embarrassed, so now we're going to start triple team. It's like, okay, well, you could have played defense the entire game. But he did put himself in a position because he got off to a red hot start.
He put himself in position to have an all-time night. The last 6 minutes was...
Yeah. It was contrived.
It was contrived, yes. And it felt fugazi is what it felt like.
It felt unserious.
Yes.
Like what Raymond said.
And that's what I have a legitimate problem with.
Yeah, but I have a hard time not feeling good for the guy. It's a huge... It's Wilt, him, and Kobe.
Right.
Right? to be in that...
It's an accomplishment. It would be a more impressive accomplishment had it not been played with over the final 6 minutes.
Well, the other thing,
game.
too, is I'm sure when Wilt went for his 100, now we didn't see it.
It wasn't even on TV, I don't think.
It wasn't on TV, but I'm sure there was at some point like, okay, hey, he's doing something special. Let's get him to 100. So they're doing some of the same stuff.
Maybe. That's one of the all-time games that you don't really know much about. Like, it's weird.
Well, but I think Wilt, too, just in general, is kind of get like the Babe Ruth feel to him anyway.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Like he
on
wasn't
and off the court.
Like nowadays, he'd be like, oh, normal side center, Will Chamberlain. Yeah. Back then, he was, guys were not nearly that big and tall and athletic and all of it.
What he was doing off the court, all of it.
But that game, that game was in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. I don't believe it was on TV. And I think, and Ray it was against the Knicks, Ray, wasn't it? Was that?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah, I made my own chocolate bar in Hershey.
Yeah?
At the Hershey factory, yeah.
So I think Wilt's accomplishments may be more. Because I'm sure he took lots of women in Hershey and also scored 100 points.
The highway.
You're having a great day.
You didn't dump that, did you?
No.
The thing about that one is, like, some of them you're like, oh, that was good. Like, that wasn't even really. It just.
But you pieced it together, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was it. Pick your own adventure.
The best ones are when you're subtle, but
that was subtle.
It was subtle.
But it just kind of left field.
The range of emotions that he elicits too. I opened the door to go find him just now, and it's just him and John hugging.
I saw this.
Yeah.
That was a nice embrace.
It was.
It would be a nice embrace if we were still in commercial. Once we're out of commercial and I'm sitting here carrying the show and I see you hugging John through.
It was 30 seconds. Sometimes I feel like you need to have your moment where it's just
so you're out there hugging everyone that it's like has a pulse because you're trying to give me my moment.
We're a band.
Yeah.
The four of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like a new hot boy band with an older gentleman. But I think
and three others that are going to age beautifully.
Hey, Dave needs a solo.
New York, and we love basketball. We're gonna take it all, because we're the New York Knicks.
You know when the lead singer has to take a break to get a sip of water?
Right.
Let the guy go out there and he plays
So now,
his solo?
you're right, yes.
Sometimes I feel
or
like
when the lead singer says, hey, by the way, this guitar solo is going to happen from Dave, and then you take the back seat?
Yeah.
That's what you do for me?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So who's the red M&M's only guy? Which one is that?
That's him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm very easy.
Well, I don't want to get some disease from the red
that's the red, the diet. You don't want that.
Yeah.
No. You'd rather just burn your face off.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's healthy.
Melanoma would be damned.
Well, you know what? There's some B12 in that at least. Vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunlight is
you've
good
had
for
plenty
you.
of that. You probably don't think you need it anymore.
Sunlight is good for you.
It's not like that.
I was exposed too much.
Way too much.
But it was unintentional. I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, it looks good now, though.
That's like saying like a scoop of peanut butter is good after a workout, and you ate the whole jar, though. That's the problem.
I will say to you
it's
that
an awful comparison.
RJ, that's my biggest pet peeve with people. They tell you they're eating healthy, and you're like, what'd you have? Oh, this bag of trail mix.
Trail mix is not healthy at
No,
all.
at all. Especially if you eat the whole bag of it.
A lot of calories. No, RJ is usually pretty good analogy-wise. That was awful.
I think that was spot on.
No, because if you're
you in the sun,
if you're sitting there eating a jar of peanut butter, you know you're continuing to eat the jar of peanut butter.
Well, what do you think the sun is?
It was like 53 degrees. People are bundled in blankets, and the sun, it just happened to be out. You didn't realize it was too late.
The temperature's not the issue, Dave.
Meanwhile,
it's the exposure.
RJ, Dave had one of those those silver reflector screens.
Dave looked like
I don't even know why my
Dave was sunbathing like Paulie Walnuts.
Rubbing French fry grease in his face.
You guys really are. You wonder why I say I'm.
I don't know why you guys are so cold.
Brighter than you. I was chilly. Typically,
Brighter
you're not going to sun poisoning being chilly.
How would you like your bacon cooked? Like my face.
You know what it was? It was just, I was out for it was like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Sitting there.
I know. That's why we said, why not wear like one of those big bucket hats that you gave us?
Well, next time I'll know. It wasn't even, it's been like, what was the day prior? 39 degrees and gloomy.
Yeah, but why
I did not know.
Get a big bucket hat to protect your
God.
beautiful face, and get Ben's
Bane. Hey, Bane, what are you doing today? I'd like to hang out with you so I don't get sunburned.
Get Ben's name and number on it. Hey, parents do that.
Okay.
Get a nice Ben Rothenberg hat.
It will not happen again. I will always
You say that. I
be
don't believe
armed.
It. I don't believe it.
With
You're a man that wears a swim shirt. I'm just surprised.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by
I was born in the sun.
You know, it'd be great if you took a trip to the sun. You think you'd survive that?
If there's anyone in the show willing to take a trip to the sun, I would do it.
You would do it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see how that works out for you.
And we give it back to you.
That's my favorite right there. That look right there. I'm glad we're on delay.
What? I didn't see it.
Right there. You're kind of just sitting there like I've beaten you down.
Because you're frustrated. And you know what? Today's my birthday. Of all days, you think you'd get some goodwill and some decency from your coworkers. Today would be that day. Jordan, a competitor.
Oh, stop.
We demolished her, but a competitor
That's only
nonetheless.
because I did
She
something-
opens the door. She's like, oh, you know what? Happy birthday.
It's only because I did something nice for her. I'm currying good favor.
Oh, for
yeah. They were also making fun of us in there.
Really?
Yeah.
For
About
what?
About our loss to the pickleball pros.
We crushed them.
We crushed them, yeah, but they're trying to, you know how they're doing it. They're deflecting. They've learned from me.
So we crushed them, and then we got crushed. How's that good for them?
Because now they're drawing attention to us being crushed.
That's
what I said.
That's nonsense. So Team USA,
yep,
WBC,
we're back.
We move on. Mark DeRosa shocked that we're into the quarterfinals.
RJ was looking at DeRosa's bracket where we avoid all the good teams and just end up in the finals.
Yeah. So we play Canada Friday.
Yep.
Win that, and then it is probably the DR in the semifinals.
That's right.
And then probably Japan. So it's a Knicks labyrinth they have to get through.
It's tough,
right?
Yeah.
But Canada, you should get by.
But now, I mean, maybe because of what happened to them, where, hey, we think we have it, well, we don't, and now we're at the mercy of Italy and Mexico.
Now, you're back to controlling your own destiny.
Yeah.
Yep. So
now it's one and done.
Let's break, come back. We'll get into Jets and Knicks, 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
March is here and the madness is underway. Schweppes offers above-the-rim refreshment and is proud to sponsor the Big East Conference. Take a break from the action with a Schweppes seltzer. Enjoy 7 refreshing flavors such as black cherry, lemon lime, cranberry lime, and strawberry mango. Each Schweppes seltzer flavor provides a perfect touch for any occasion. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783 and the perfect way to elevate your everyday refreshment. Stop by your local food bazaar to get your favorite Schweppes seltzer for a slam dunk experience.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $45 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Smalls here. Did you know there are many ways to do your taxes with H&R Block? You can go to a local office and get expert help in person, or you can choose virtual tax prep and get expert help without leaving home. Or you can even do them yourself online with live human help standing by. Whatever you choose, you can file with confidence, having H&R Block's 70-plus years of tax expertise in your corner. Switch today and file your way at hrblock.com.
It's tournament time when the most talented teams survive and advance. And whether you're cutting down the nets or cutting through resumes, one thing's clear. The best teams are built with the best people. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. Their smart matching technology finds qualified candidates fast. You can add screening questions to get the right applicants and even filter to see who's recently active. Score the best for your team with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
How are you single?
I'm overqualified.
The next Bachelor.
If he went on The Bachelor.
Oh, my God. We can do live shows from there. You go in the fantasy suite, Raymond?
Bring me in there with you.
Ow, you're in the way. I can't see.
Let me in with you.
Move to the side.
He's crawling around.
Hey, Ray, 65 or sooner.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I mean, if Keno George doesn't get hurt, I don't know that you...
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Ray, I got good news for you. Cooper Rush is available again. Ravens have released him, so you could bring him in to be your backup quarterback.
We just brought in Sam Howell.
Well, you know what? Maybe you go real deep at quarterback and forget about
We got Joe Milton.
Rest of the players. Joe Milton is still a Cowboy?
He can throw it 80 yards.
Yeah, but he can't throw it to anyone.
Correct.
You could just throw it very far.
That's far. I mean, RJ can throw it 50.
Were you here for
I
that?
stand by it. Yeah, I was the one that said it.
There's no way RJ can throw the football.
Yes.
No.
I'm telling you.
RJ, be honest. Right now, God, everyone, you truly believe from the goal line, you hit midfield.
No, I'd bet against it.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be interesting. I'd bet against it, but
Hey, you suck. Honestly, I'm sitting here trying to make a case for you, and you're like, nah, I'd bet against it.
Well, 50 yards.
Have some confidence, man.
RJ could launch at 50. He could have gotten some Doug Flutie offers. I mean,
No. You
Do you
have
understand
to be a great athlete.
how different level athletically and arm strength these guys are? Everyone always thinks, I could do what they do. We're pretty good at pickleball. We played professionals.
No.
We got destroyed.
Killed.
RJ couldn't throw the football 50
I think
yards.
you can throw it 50.
No.
Running start 50.
You want to make a wager?
I told you. I bet you already.
Okay.
I told you I'll buy you breakfast.
What do you want? Breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
At our place, though. Not at his crappy pancake.
Well, he can throw the ball,
Yes.
but he's not choosing the breakfast place. RJ, here's what I'd
50.
like for you.
yes.
I would like you
Practice.
to go.
That's what I'd like from you.
I'd like you to go to the field this weekend. There must be a high school near where you live. Videotape this. Throw the football. Let's see what you get.
I'll do my best to make some time.
RJ can spin it.
Okay.
He throws a tight spiral.
He might throw a great pass. 50 yards is
You know what?
very far.
I'll see if I can find
Better
the,
chance, okay? RJ throws a 50 yards. Raymond hits his home run softball.
Now I'm going to be mean.
No,
And
this is an actual question.
By the way, there's probably more value in being able to spin the ball, good and accurate throw than throwing it 50 yards.
Right. Yeah, but I think he could also throw 50.
So you think he could throw a dime 50?
No, not a dime 50, but I think he could
Troy
throw
Aikman level.
He could throw a 10-yard out dime with velocity.
You know what I'm going to do?
He can also layer his throws.
You know, yeah, I would like you to go through like a whole combine and send us a video of that this weekend, please.
I would. You know what? I'll find I'm not too far from a high school. See if they're
Who's going to be running routes?
routes?
Yeah, who's going to run some routes for him?
He doesn't need anybody to run
Ange
routes.
is a great athlete.
Who?
Ange.
Oh,
who?
No, I didn't hear him say.
Why they say who is it?
No, because I
his
didn't.
wife.
I didn't hear him say Ange. I was like, who's he talking about?
No, his girlfriend that plays wide receiver.
You have a wide receiver as a girlfriend?
That's a prerequisite. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't run the.
Do you make them run routes before you would date them back in the day? Was that like your thing?
You prefer the tight end or the wide receiver?
So we got Mike and Troy is on the line.
Yep.
Mike, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Dave. I need
tight end's a security
Rick,
blanket.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Even Mike's trying to.
Yeah, he's trying to battle through. I'm sorry, Mike. They have to deal with this.
Well, I need Rick, RJ, and Ray to help me out if they would, or if not, I'll just do it by myself. Ready?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Did you hang up on him?
You hung up on him.
It's enough. The guy was enough. It was enough.
Wow.
He's actually lost for words. He
Well,
doesn't
because that
doesn't know what to say.
I didn't prompt that. I didn't need that. I didn't ask for that. Guy calls up. He's on hold for like an hour.
It was great.
I don't think I've ever heard Dave at a loss for
You
words
don't think
before.
that's really mean?
That was cruel.
Really?
Yes.
You wanted to hear him sing the whole happy
And it's not
birthday?
about wanting
The
to.
guy's probably still singing to himself right now.
Yes. He'll probably never know that just happened, which I guess is good.
Well, I thought we got the gist of it. It was a great happy
We did
birthday.
get the gist.
Yeah, we didn't need a whole happy
All right,
birthday.
so on your birthday, I'll just be like, hey, Rick, happy.
I don't think we celebrate.
You get the gist. You understand where I was going to go from there.
I don't think we celebrate my birthday this way.
Can I ask How long were you wrestling with that thought?
A long time. Yeah. I was thinking, should I do it? Because it's kind of mean, but I was like,
that was real mean.
It was a lot.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but what do you do? Like, what just happened is kind of what differentiates us from animals, is that you're willing to just not care about.
You're 53.
So?
It's like 60.
It's a man who says, I love Dave.
I love Dave.
I want to show ultimate respect for Dave. I will call and serenade him, whether the guys will do it with me or not. And you know what you said to him?
No, I didn't. I said, give me half. That's all we need. Just a little half. Wow. I thought it was just the right amount.
Okay.
You didn't. We knew what he was doing.
You hung up, but you could have said, "Hey, Mike, thanks. We get the gist. We appreciate you. Love you. Talk to you soon."
But then I would have interrupted him.
Right. And
maybe
hanging up on him is the classy way
he
to go
didn't know.
about this.
Maybe his phone disconnected. Maybe that wasn't even me.
Then it was you.
Only because I just admitted to it.
Exactly that.
Yeah, but look at where we work. It could have very easily. The system could have did that.
Very easily. But then you should have said, "I don't know."
I did, and then you guys could see right through it. I can't
because it was jarring.
I can't lie.
Right? Was that not jarring?
Dinahan would have done the same thing.
It was surprising. I think Dino would have probably
Dino
done the
same thing. He would have hung up on him.
Probably
I learned from Dino. Dino was my Miyagi.
Stop deflecting.
I'm a very good deflector.
Really, really good. Last night, Knicks down 18. Fought back. Eventually, it's a runaway win.
Yep.
And if you look at the box score today, you look at the numbers, you'd be like, great, nice and easy. That was not a nice and easy game last night.
No, it was another ugly start. And, I mean, we had the Jordan Clarkson sound we played earlier in the show. It's like, we had a good halftime. When it's like, okay, right? Like, we need to get our bleep together and go figure this thing out because we didn't play well in L.A. We didn't play well against the Lakers with no LeBron. We didn't play well against the Clippers. And we're getting down to the end of the season. Like, let's start playing good basketball.
What do we say? 15 games left, right?
Yeah. In fairness, like defensively, they've been good. Last couple, not so great.
Yep.
And then it took them some time. Jalen didn't have a good first half. Had a much better second half. And then you got a huge contribution from Clarkson, which was nice being in Utah. I think the only negative was he couldn't get into his house because he was renting it out. But yeah, like it was like I heard Monica talking about it during the telecast too. She's like, another rough start. Okay, boys. Like, and I said this to you earlier in the show. I could totally get it if you play great basketball in L.A. and you come to Utah. They stink.
A little deflated, right? Go through the motions. Yeah,
like that's a bring your own energy kind of game, right? Where you could be a little bit sleepy. It's like, oh, really? We just in L.A. We played 2 good games, but that wasn't the case at all. It's like you played
like garbage in both of those games.
Let's go beat the hell out of this thing.
Right, and all you have to do is show up, go up 20-12.
That's
They'll
it.
Tap out, and it'll be, you know what? Just bring
right. This is one of those ones before the game. We can make this whatever we want to make
Mm-hmm.
this. We can make this easy. We can make this difficult. You let this team.
I didn't even realize they could make it that difficult. They were 14-point favorites in that game.
Right, and good thing Keynote George went out with the hamstring.
Yeah,
RJ's buddy.
I know.
But then I was like, I said to you too. It's like, well, the Knicks had 17 threes. Well, we allowed 14 in the first half, and they shot 50%. They made 18 threes and shot 50% from 3. Like that's not good.
No, the Knicks did not want to be out there last night. They went through the motions. They fell behind. I mean, 18 points is I know they're against the bad teams. You can easily find your way back,
right.
And they did.
I mean, they're going on, a 24 run?
Yeah. And I always had the feeling they're going to still win this game because Utah stinks. They are bad.
Let me ask you a question, though, too. Mikal Bridges has not been good.
He's been just the opposite of good, yes.
Wouldn't last night be a perfect, like, hey, let's get right game?
Mm-hmm.
Get confidence back, score some points.
Let's feed him.
Right, get him going.
18 points. Right, but again, last night he was
I just don't think that's part of even Mike Brown's mindset, though.
Well, Mike Brown told you that his offensive mindset is just go.
Get in the paint, 2 feet, spray it, and then whoever gets the shot gets the shot. Well, okay, that's fine, but again, when you're playing good defenses, now all of a sudden can make it difficult for Jalen to get in the paint, but also can kind of funnel shots the way they want to funnel shots. Like, is that great? I mean, is that going to be great offense, or are you giving the defense what the defense wants?
Well, if you're successful, it doesn't really matter.
No, I know, but like. When you play Detroit, or when you play one of these upper echelon teams that are young, athletic, physical, right? They can kind of dictate where the shots are coming from, if that's going to be your philosophy, as opposed to, hey, once in a while, let's make sure we get let's get Cat going early. Like Mikal struggled.
I don't think, and I don't know. I don't think the Knicks ever go into a game saying, okay, Bridges has been slowed lately. Let's get him going. Let's get the ball in his hands early to kind of change that and get him off the schneid.
Right,
quickly.
but I don't know if that has to be always the coach. but that could be the players also.
But it doesn't feel like they do that at all.
I just think, like, in my experience, it's like, okay, I got a guy that's an important piece of my team. He's struggling. He's been in one. Hey, let's make sure early on, first power play, let's get him lots of touches. Let's get his confidence going because we need him. Like, Mikal Bridges is now turning himself into, because Cat's played better basketball, the focal point for a lot of people now.
He is at the moment the whipping boy of this Knicks
turn on
organization.
First Take and listen to Stephen A. talk about the Knicks. His first point has been Mikal Bridges in the 5 first-round picks.
He went scoreless the other day. He scored, what did we say, 17 points in the last 4 games?
Hasn't been to the free throw line.
He doesn't go to the free throw line. Like, I mean, it's fair to have this critique of him. He has not been good lately. And again, for the Knicks to get to where we want them to get to,
they all have to be good.
They all have to be
all
good.
Of them. Yep.
Robinson, Hart, Towns, Brunson, OG, Bridges, Shamet, all of them. They're not good enough that guys can't bring their highest level of game.
No, I don't think they're. I think they have the talent to be. I think a really talented team.
They do have a talented team.
I think a really deep team.
Do you look at the Knicks and say to yourself, "That's a terrifying team"? Though that's a really tough team.
No, because they just don't. I mean, as good as Jalen is, he's not Jokic. He's not SGA. Like, he's not one of those guys. He's really good, but he'll still have, like, until he wins, you'll still have the stigma of he's a small guard. You can't win with small guards.
I like Jalen. I really like Jalen. If you rank best players in the NBA, he's not in that upper echelon.
He's not considered that, but I mean, we see him on a nightly basis how consistent he is.
He's a terrific player. But I could sit here and
how
give
hard
you,
he works.
I could name you 8 guys right now that are clearly better players than him.
Yeah, I also think it helps. I mean, it hurts him that he's not great on the other side of the ball either.
Right.
I mean,
at least he tries.
He tries. Well, he's going to
draw
take a charge.
charges.
Yeah. But that's why you That's why you give him the benefit of the doubt, because you know the effort's there, and you know the willingness to take contact is there. Like, he's a dog.
And Josh Hart wants to win.
Right, and Josh Hart is, and Mitchell Robinson is, and I think OG is.
He is
for the most part.
But
I also
it's weird. But you have both sides of the fence, right? Like Cat, Brunson, they're not really like that.
Right, but that's the best way I've ever heard it put is, and I think it was Vrabel that said it, is that the reality of wherever you work or whatever team you're on, you're going to have a bunch of different personalities. Everyone's different. Not every person, not one. No, I'm different than you. You're different than Ray. We're different. But as long as you have the same mentality, all the personalities can be different. But if the team shares the same mentality, you're going to have success.
But
and that's
I don't think they do.
And that's sometimes what I worry about with them.
Yeah.
And that's why I think there's sometimes frustration in the locker room, is because when you look around, we all know what it takes, and there's a certain intensity and a certain desperation that you need to go win a championship. Jalen said it in the Vanity Fair. It was the Vanity Fair, I think he was in.
Yep.
That little thing that they're missing. Well, if I have it and you have it and you have it, but then 2 of our other best players don't necessarily have it, it's like, well, can they get there, or am I going to have to push them to get there? Is the coach going to have to push them to get there?
But is it even possible to get them there?
I think in spurts you can see it.
I've seen it. I don't see it consistently.
There are even during the playoffs, and Cat was good. I mean, Cat had good moments during the playoffs last year, but there were games where you're like, where the hell is Cat? And that just, because you're right, that can't happen.
No.
Right, I can have a night where Mikal's not great. I can have a night probably when OG offensively isn't great, but he's got to be great defensively.
Sure.
I need Cat to be.
Cat's got to go for 24
and rebound
10.
his face off.
Yes. Every night. Like the things you have to get.
Yep.
Great defense from OG. Brunson being Brunson. Cat being the Cat he's capable of being.
Really good defense from Mikal.
Mitchell Robinson doing that,
offensive rebounds.
Offensive rebounding, great defense, to switch on to anybody and slow them down, right? Him in crunch time. Like, you know what you need, but you don't always get it. Now, you don't always get it because they're not motivated to the hilt, or they're just not capable. I don't know, and we won't know for quite some time.
Right, and how much are you willing to sacrifice? Right? Like, I mean, they're all paid. OG got paid. Mikal got paid. Cat's making big money. Jalen's making.
I hope they go on a long postseason run.
I hope they get to the finals.
I want to win the finals.
I want to see this. I want to see the city on fire with Knicks fans going crazy about this team making a run, winning series. You know what the city would be like in the NBA Finals?
No.
No. Because we've lost it. I don't care what anyone says. I've been doing this, 10, 11 years?
I don't
know how many years it is, but it's been a long time.
Probably more.
We would, especially this time of the year now, as we get towards the end of the NBA season, but even before, like when the Knicks stunk, they won 17 games. You mention the Knicks. You say the word Knicks on a microphone, and within 10 seconds, you have 5 phone calls about the Knicks. The Knicks are good now.
More so when they're bad than when they're good, it feels like.
Right, but even at the beginning stages of them being good, you talk Knicks, people can't wait to talk Knicks. Now we're at a point where it's like you talk about Knicks, and you get like 2 or 3 calls.
Well,
like,
because it's just like, nah.
But that's how you feel watching the team sometimes.
But that's what a good regular season is. But I think that you'd get more phone calls if the Knicks just went out there and were winning game after game after game.
And you had all this confidence. I think part of it is that even the most diehard Knicks fans that are like
and I think they're nervous.
There's as much as they try to fight it.
You love the Knicks, I know that. You could see a scenario where they get bounced in the second round.
Against Boston?
You absolutely can see that.
Of course you could.
Now, anything prior to that,
I think all the Eastern Conference teams have their flaws. There's no perfect team in the East right now.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm just trying to think which team do you have most confidence will go the furthest?
Vegas tells you Boston. With this version,
I mean, they've been there.
This version of Tatum, they got a great
coach.
They're
healthier now.
They got a great coach. I think you could point to some of the versatility they have in the game now since Tatum's been out. Because before it was like they're just going to hoist up threes. They took
more than Detroit, right? Just because Detroit's the unknown.
Well, and they also got Tatum and Brown. The problem is that it's Cade then who? Duren?
I don't know who. Harris. It's like they're number 2 switches from night to night.
Yeah, there's kind of strength in numbers.
I don't know who it's going to be, but I assume it's going to be
athleticism
somebody.
And physicality.
Yes,
all of that.
And home court.
And it's also
play
tough
their
to
game.
slow Cade down.
Well, he's awesome, and he's big.
Right, and we've had a hard time slowing him down.
Yeah.
As opposed to Detroit, when we play them, they make it real difficult for Jalen.
Everyday Edgar. Good morning, Edgar. You're on ESPN New York.
Happy birthday, my man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Rick hanging up on that dude. He doesn't like long segments, long questions. Maybe he got nervous. This guy's going to take too long, and he just hung up on him.
Do you think, Edgar, there's any chance he saw himself in that caller? And it was just like, hey, this could go on a while.
Yeah. He was like, this is going to go on. And to you, and then he was probably going to get into how old are you now? And
no, he's going to go, are you 1, are you 2? And
they wouldn't be punching
get all the way to 60, and it'd be like, oh, God.
You're not going to let that go.
58, 59.
I went all in with the Knicks. Mikal Bridges, he stinks. Let's just say it. Let's keep it Caleb Williams. He stinks.
He doesn't stink.
He could only he can't take you to the hole, Rick. He could only shoot that corner three.
He wants to. I think
he could. Away, or get points on defense.
Why?
I don't know if it's he's trying to keep the iron. I don't know what it is. I don't know what there was a time when he was getting the line, 6 times a night on average.
What sense does it make? You don't know if he wants to get to the line or wants to take the ball to the basket?
He's too good of an offensive player to not be able to get it. Like, you've seen times we could easily go up for a layup.
It is weird. It is. You have a guy. He's a good player.
He's a really good player.
And he's a capable offensive player. But, he'll take the ball to the basket, then he'll get 8 feet away, and that's it. As if there's a force field that won't let him get close to the basket. It's weird. Tony in Delaware. Good morning, Tony. How you doing?
Hey, doing well. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So with Bridges, I've been betting Bridges since he got on the Knicks, right? And it's usually 15-point over, and you win. And he disappoints you on many nights. The dude shoots bricks, and the reason Thibodeau got fired is because he kept Bridges in the game when you had Shamet. Shamet has to be in front of Bridges. Bridges has to be behind Shamet, or else it's over.
That's not going to
happen.
happen.
Can't rely on he just shoots bricks. Well, then we're not going anywhere.
All right, well maybe not.
Too many bricks.
Maybe not, Tony, but there's no way you're going to live in a world where Bridges is not getting time and Landry Shamet is getting the bulk of the time. I can't imagine that, unless Bridges is so god-awful that you just can't play him. He's one of their guys.
Right, he's one of their guys, and he has to be one of the guys because he gave up, what you gave up and then what you paid him. And now with the aprons and everything else, it makes it, real difficult. Like, that was something we talked about at the deadline or leading into the deadline with the whole Giannis thing. It's like the way Cat was playing at the time, and then Bridges, it's like, well, what's the actual value for these guys right now? Like, there's not a great demand for these guys. Like, Milwaukee's not going to want this. Like, no. Milwaukee's going to want to rebuild with this.
Right.
So how do we now make this work with other teams?
But you could at least argue Towns. Bridges, it'd be a hard sell. I mean, you look back on that deal, the Towns deal, was it Dante and Randall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what?
Well, but then I think that part of that deal, too, is you look at, I don't know how much of this was Jalen. Like, I want my, another Villanova guy here. But you gave up the 5 first-round picks, and you signed him $150 million.
Yeah, well, you're paying him
and you lost
a lot of money.
And you lost Dante, who...
I mean, how much less is Dante than Bridges?
That's the real question. Not to mention the mentality that Dante has. Like, he's the first one.
He's
like
a dog.
He's going to drag you into the fight.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like if he's got the personality like a Matthew Tkachuk, where it's like, hey, boys are a little sleepy right now.
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's wake up.
Let's go mix it up here a little bit.
I got a nice email from Toby Caruso, RJ. He says, Dave, I really need to thank you and the guys. I've been listening to the show so much that I actually had a dream last night that I became the third person in the room with RJ and Ray. It was really a pleasure working with them. They're just terrific. During one of the breaks, Rick and I even brainstormed our new Jets slogan, 137 or sooner.
Nice. Yeah,
love you guys, and thanks so much for all the entertainment.
What does it get to? We're at 15 now.
The Jets?
What's the number you get to?
You talking about a playoff berth?
Yeah.
What would you put the over-under Jets playoffs going to be? I would say
3.5
from now. So 18.5.
Yep.
I'd put 19.5.
19.5.
Yeah.
So you're saying a new quarterback next season?
So this season not going to happen.
No.
Next season not going to happen, and then they'd have 2 years to win, 3 years to lose of that quarterback. You should be. You should, in theory, be able to.
Right.
But I don't have any confidence in the Jets.
I don't know how you could at this point. But they have made some good moves. They've definitely they're more talented. They have more leadership, and depending on what version of Geno you get,
he throws the ball better than Justin Fields.
That's not even a question. The offensive line's better, but even if you look at his last year in Seattle, wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great. That's why they were willing to part ways.
He was awful last year.
They're not a Super Bowl champion if Geno Smith was the quarterback. Come on, you know that.
No, probably not.
There's no way. RJ, would you feel territorial about sharing your workspace with another person?
Quite the opposite. We would welcome them.
Really?
Come on in.
How many people do you think you could fit in there?
We'd have to make another station like over here, or maybe
you
we
fit like 15 more RJs in there.
Is that because he's not an enormous human being?
Right. I wouldn't say. I mean, you couldn't fit 15 Carlins in there.
It's not as spacious as the old place used to be. I'll put it that way.
It's also like
there's room in there.
It's also like a sweat box in there.
The air's on now.
It's working now?
It's actually working.
It actually feels comfortable in here.
It's nice. Yeah, I got it down to about 65.
I don't know. The other day you weren't here. RJ had it down to 65, and the temperature was 74.
Yeah, well, it's still 70,
but it feels okay.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's not. I mean, it's not really working.
Great. Is it just for show?
We're 5 degrees over, and I've had that thing at 65 for the whole 3.5 hours.
What's the ideal room temperature for you?
68.
When you sleep?
65.
Yeah, I'm right there too. RJ?
Hi.
You've heard of this Stuff You Missed segment?
I am familiar.
Are you a big cuddler, though, when you sleep? Or are you kind of like
it depends.
Cuddle and then roll over?
It depends.
Yeah.
If it's warm, I'm not looking for a lot of cuddling.
Oh, my wife's like a furnace.
Really?
Oh, furnace.
I don't like to be that hot.
I instantly start sweating, but I'm a big cuddler.
Yeah?
Oh, I love it.
Are you like a foot cuddler, too?
I'm a full body.
Full body?
I'm really
feet
in there.
ensconced and
Yeah,
everything?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a puzzle piece.
RJ?
Yes.
RJ, you a cuddler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Nightly cuddler?
Most times.
How big's your bed? You got a big bed, like a king size?
Queen.
That's nice.
Queen. We're California king.
Well, you got a California.
Yeah.
Ooh. That gives you a lot of space to explore.
I could go on my own zip code.
Yeah.
We could be together.
Get up in it.
Yeah. Anywhere I want.
You got any
adventures?
swings? Huh? You got like sex swing or anything?
No.
Could have just said swing.
Right.
Well, he said he didn't know.
I was just confused at someone who actually asked that question.
Just going to find a nice beam.
No.
We found a stud.
Oh, we got a stud. RJ?
Hi.
Hey, just go.
All right.
No.
Walk up three-pointer. He got it. See ya. Put it in the box.
The you missed.
You know, we said it earlier, and we hung up on a caller that tried to sing worth repeating. Happy birthday, Dave.
Oh, thank
That
you.
was mean.
It's very nice.
I got to grab that, by the
It
way.
wasn't meant to be mean.
Oh,
It
you're
was just
getting crushed by the email.
We wanted to go full song.
I don't. I just felt the way you just dismissed that guy was not.
There was no polite way to do it.
You ruined that poor guy's day.
No,
I mean,
there was
his
no
day is probably not nearly what it could have been.
What was his name?
You don't even remember his name.
Mike
Mike
from
and
Troy.
I remember exactly.
Listen,
who he is.
Mike, I apologize.
You don't apologize.
It's the thought that counts. And it was a terrific thought. I didn't want to interrupt the singing. Let's
So
not
you
pretend.
you hung up on
Let's
him.
not pretend like it was beautiful singing.
No,
Either.
it wasn't beautiful.
He let the intrusive thoughts win. That's
I
what
didn't want to
happened.
have to do it.
It's like he had a battle with his own mind.
I did.
And
I
he's like,
worked
you know what? Goodbye.
I believe in moving the show along.
Yeah, someone had to do it, unfortunately. Team USA advances World Baseball Classic. Italy wins. They beat Mexico. Italy go undefeated in the group. And Vinny Pasquantino on Fox had a message to the U.S.
That was unbelievable, huh? You're welcome, USA. We were thinking of you guys over at your hotel. We were thinking of you guys, so I'm glad you guys could join us in the party.
And
I don't understand. He's an American.
Italian-American.
It makes no sense to me.
He's Italian right now.
But he's like mocking his own country.
Did you see how many shots of espresso he just did?
Yeah.
I'm caffeinated. I'm beamed up right now. So, we're in a good spot.
Yep, he certainly is. Juan Soto and Oscar Brazoban struck out 3. Dominican Republic, they beat Venezuela. They advance as well. Yankees beat the Blue Jays 8-1. Spring training camp. Schlittler, 3 2/3, 1 run, 6 Ks.
Mike just sent me an email.
Yep.
Ooh.
So, yes, I absolutely knew I was hung up on. And to be completely honest, it definitely changed the way I viewed the show. Mainly Rick, obviously. One thing is for certain, I'll never make that mistake of calling in again. Happy birthday, Dave. You're amazing. I had to shut the show off because it actually did hurt me quite a bit.
Oh,
no.
I'm just telling
no. Look what
you've
that's
done.
Mike. Yeah. We have one less listener because of you now.
That wasn't the intention. I didn't realize.
If Rick even apologized, would he
you
hear
have the
it,
music at the ready, Raymond?
might
I
not hear it.
apologize. I feel bad now. I feel bad.
Badly.
And I think I feel badly in honor of the great Dave Rothenberg on his birthday, his 53rd birthday, not his 60th, because I feel bad about that also. I'd like to tell Mike and Troy that I apologize if you being sensitive has led to this disagreement. Yeah. Yeah.
But there was an apology there.
There was an apology.
Yeah.
I think that was a fitting
That
apology.
was the McGregor apology.
That was a fitting
I thought it was
Rothenberg
great.
apology.
That was something.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart,
I apologize.
I'd like to take
if you're
this
so
chance to
sensitive that you
apologize
hang up-
to
you hang up on
absolutely
me.
nobody.
It was offensive to you.
That is what that sounded like. Football free agency rolls on. Evan Neal's back, as is Zaire Barnes with the Giants. Jets, they have a starting guard in Dylan Parham from the Raiders. Jets also signed.
That's what you want to do. Really just grab all those Raiders.
Shut up.
offensive
Would you
line.
please? You think the Team USA rallies around their manager now?
Maybe.
No.
Jets also
I
signed
think
kicker.
they rally around wanting to win.
Yeah. Cade York to a
You
deal.
don't get it.
You're right. I don't.
Max Mitchell also back with the Jets. He signed a 1-year contract. Former Jet John Mechie signed with the Panthers, reunited with Bryce Young from Alabama. Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins officially released. Kyler will visit with the Vikings today. Team most people assume he will sign with.
I saw he had like 3 to 5 conversations, though, with different teams yesterday.
Well, he's in Minnesota.
Due diligence.
He's in Minnesota right now. Aaron Jones back with the Vikings on a restructured deal. Vikings also, they designated Harrison Smith the safety as a post-June 1 release, but I think that's more bookkeeping. They would welcome him back if in fact he wants to play a 15th year. Former Brown first-round pick, offensive tackle Jedrick Wills, signing a 1-year deal with the Bears. Niners and Jake Tunges signed a 2-year, $8 million contract. Niners also made a trade with the Dallas Cowboys for Osa Odigizua for a third-rounder, Raymond.
No,
Is this going to cause any issue between the two of you?
Not me. I'm happy.
If I see him turn into a stud over there, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt.
Cowboys also traded Solomon Thomas and a 7th-rounder to the Titans for a 7th-rounder of their own. Bam Knight, running back, signed with the Cardinals. Bradley Chubb, 3 years, $43 million with the Buffalo Bills. Defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, 2 years, $23 million with the Packers. Chiefs and defensive end Charles Omenihu reached an agreement on a 1-year, $7 million. Former Chief, he signs with the Commanders. Bucks and Ashawn Robinson, defensive lineman, 1-year, $10 million deal. Kevin Byard, nice player, signs with the Patriots on a 1-year, $9 million deal. And Azeez Ojulari with the Falcons on a 1-year deal. Should tell you also, more men's college hoops tickets punched. Idaho wins the Big Sky. Sorry, Rick, Lehigh beat you.
Yeah, that's fine. You said you apologized. That was nice.
I felt bad.
Yeah.
And McNeese.
And they beat him up, too.
McNeese into the tournament as well. And Bobby Hurley out as the Arizona State head coach after 11 years. Steph Curry going to miss another 10 days at least with that sore knee. And the players, which begins today, golf, Colin Morikawa, your guy,
out.
withdraws.
What's wrong with him?
He's hurt.
Ooh.
Not sure exactly.
Have you ever seen the NFL Rumors Twitter handle? You follow it all?
Sure,
I
I follow them, yeah.
Did you see the Kyler Murray rumor? They got 404,000 followers. Pretty solid.
It's not Minnesota?
No. So reportedly interested in Rams and Kyler Murray as their backup this season, but with the potential to take the job when Matthew Stafford retires.
I don't see him throwing the ball well enough to be in that Rams offense.
Well, you want to grow the legend of Sean McVay, let me tell you.
If he could, can you imagine that?
Right, but think about that. I mean, he probably, if you're betting on yourself, you go to Minnesota. You got great weapons, and I think I'm better than J.J. McCarthy. Right. Or now I go to the Rams, hang out for
what happens if Matthew Stafford gets the end of this year and he's like, you know what, I got another year.
Wants another one?
Yeah.
And now you're stuck for another year? Yeah. But you get to work with Sean McVay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Like, hey, Sean, how long are you staying around, though, for?
Jefferson, Addison, not like they're exactly a sloppy
right,
offense.
but Puka and Devontae. But
you don't play.
That's true.
For at least a year.
Yeah. Nice relaxing.
I mean, sign a 1-year deal in Minnesota.
A nice relaxing year, though.
Yeah, it would be relaxing. Yeah. But sign a 1-year deal in Minnesota. Be great. Stafford retires. Then you go to the Rams.
Take the job.
Yeah. All right, let's break. Come back. 800-919-3776. Dean, we're with you right here on ESPN New York. One final time, it's Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Hey, have a fabulous day, guys. And Dave, enjoy your birthday and many more. Let's see what's happening as we travel to the Thruway. Avoid the Thruway southbound. Bumper-to-bumper traffic heading down through Spring Valley and in toward Nyack by exit 11 right before the Mario Como Tappan Zee Bridge. Crews still working on an earlier tractor-trailer fire. They're still trying to clean up the mess over there. What a mess getting through that spot. New Jersey Turnpike truck lanes north at 13. It's an accident out in Elizabeth. Traffic sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA builds better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
Become a Yankees Universe Fan Club member today. The Rookie and Explorer packages are now available. All Yankees Universe members receive a membership card, 2 tickets to a 2026 Yankees home game, access to a members-only website, and MLB audio at bat. Plus, Rookie members get an official New York Yankees t-shirt. A portion of all proceeds benefits pediatric cancer research at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Join Yankees Universe today at yankees.com/universe.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You don't make it easy for John. You know that?
I'm at the mercy of other people.
I'm just saying.
I don't make these decisions.
I feel badly for John. I feel good for me, though. Look at this. I got a beautiful, beautiful birthday hat. That is gorgeous. Now,
your name right on it.
Beautiful.
And the American flag on the side. You got a better one than me.
Yeah, look at that. Wow, that is nice. I'm also told that you will have a full stock at the.
We'll have those ones at the pickleball event. Yeah.
When people can purchase those, there'll be a little station there. They can buy the hats. At what point do we start to dive into some paraphernalia aside from the hat?
It depends on what you want. I think we'll probably go T-shirts next. Those T-shirts that I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is now just trying to get them.
What, mass produced?
Shipping
issues
with what's going on kind of in the world.
Oh,
yeah,
and fuel being more expensive. And all
not
that.
so much the fuel; it's more like where they get shipped through. It's kind of dealing with some issues right now. So that's been the problem.
So this could be a holdup.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I'm not going to order them if they're not going to be available.
So then, if you want the hat, Rickleball Madness is a perfect day. You don't have to deal with the shipping. You just take it right on home.
Exactly right.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's going to be a day.
It's going to be a great day. I'm excited.
My friend Don from Pickleball Heaven.
Yep.
He told me that he constantly is being peppered with people so excited about this.
Oh, good.
Event. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, it's going to be an amazing
Like I said
turnout.
before, it's a place I would go even if I wasn't playing pickleball, just to hang out. Like if your thought was, I'd like to go, I'm interested in watching college basketball. I would suggest a sports-related place to watch basketball.
Yeah.
You wouldn't find it.
You get all the games. You get good food.
You get the giant
drink,
TV.
And then if you want to play pickleball, play pickleball.
High-end bar. I mean, it's a comfortable. It's humongous.
It's a really, really good spot. Let's go to Dan in Jersey. I agree with you what you're going to say. Good morning, Dan. How you doing?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. Happy birthday, Dave. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thank you. He didn't take too long in that.
No, it was great.
Okay.
I thought that was great.
Okay, nice. Go ahead,
Dan.
Dan.
He could even have done the beginning of Happy Birthday.
So you want to sing?
I do not want to get hung up on, so I do not.
No. I'm just saying the beginning, just like a.
Give us 8 to 10 seconds
like a
of
singing
happy birthday.
Happy Birthday.
Like a gram.
Yes.
Yes.
Like a gram.
Happy birthday to you.
That's nice.
One more.
Happy birthday to you.
Good. Now we're good.
Perfect.
Great. Okay. What do you got, Dan?
So I think this is quite frankly ridiculous that people were hating on Aaron Judge for striking out the other night when the guy is literally the best hitter in baseball.
It is
starting to feel.
Dan, it is absurd that because this guy,
he's a victim of his own success.
But give me a break.
I know, I'm with you. But that's where he's at. It's just like where Lamar Jackson is at and where Josh Allen is at. Once you get to that certain level where you prove to everyone you're the best, the next thing is.
But he's unbelievable, and he's able to affect the game way less than Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
Of course, and I don't think it's fair in baseball anyway.
I mean, do you think that there are really, and Dan, hang on for a sec, a lot of people out there that thought in that moment, all right, he's going to hit a home run, and if he doesn't hit a home run to tie the game, that's a failure?
No, I think I think those people are the same people that will continue to talk about him just not being clutch in big moments, even after he hit 500 in the postseason.
I don't even like the Yankees. It actually gets me angry. Go ahead, Dan. I don't want to cut you off.
Well, I'm starting to get to the point where it feels like I think he's relatively underappreciated, especially with all the coverage that Shohei Ohtani gets. Like every time Shohei Ohtani's no one ever says anything bad about Ohtani, where if Ohtani was to strike out in that situation, it'd be, it's just a strikeout. But for some reason, Judge gets it where Judge gets this level of hate where I think he might be the most underappreciated player.
Here's the thing, Dan.
Ohtani's won,
what does Ohtani have that Judge doesn't have?
Championships.
Yeah.
Ohtani also has a way better team around you.
I'm not arguing that, but he's still
right. And I think that's why when Aaron Judge was asked the question before the season started, and people wanted to pretend was it just about Cody? It was just about Cody Bellinger. No, I'd be frustrated if I'm the one that has to wear this all the time.
Yeah, and it's going to be on you.
And I got a guy who is next to me as the other best player in baseball, and he keeps winning even when he doesn't play well because his team is freaking awesome.
He could not play, and they could win.
I mean, you had the version of him where he had his shoulder was he couldn't
in the World Series 2 years ago. He was a shell of himself, but it didn't matter because they were so good.
Right? I mean, wouldn't that drive you crazy if you were Aaron Judge?
Living about it. And again, it's Jazz Chisholm's not going to take the blame. Austin Wells, Volpe a little bit, but no, the blame will go squarely on Aaron Judge.
Yep.
If they don't, no one's going to look at Cody Bellinger at the end of his career and be like, but he never won a World Series. Aaron Judge will live with that forever. That's what it'll be. There's Aaron Judge, maybe the greatest player to ever not win a World Series, if he doesn't, in fact, win a World Series.
Right. And it'll affect his legacy with the Yankees.
Absolutely it will. 100%. You want to tell
you about some stuff?
Yeah, tell me a little something.
Yeah. I feel bad now.
With what?
That I hung up on Mike.
Well,
it's not who I am.
I mean, you apologize.
Yeah, but that's not who I am.
By the way, I'm getting littered.
With what?
With happy birthday messages. Mike Tenenbaum.
Oh, Mike T.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Dave. I hope you're doing great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
I can bet he didn't give that to. He's not going to say Jake Assman happy birthday.
Well,
probably not.
I don't think they get along great because Jake always verbally
attacks him.
Yeah.
All right now, new FanDuel customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. If your bet loses, here's how it works: you place a tournament bet using the token, and if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. That's 10 chances to play all tourney long, from game props and money lines to spreads, totals, futures, and so much more. You can even mix things up with the same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to fill out your bracket, FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the action day after day. So visit FanDuel.com/local to sign up today. FanDuel, it's time to dance. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Must apply select token each day. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
That's nice. That's real nice. I have a read as well. I'm concerned that I don't want to do it there because yours was really good. Outside of the whole FanDuel thing, that was almost a perfect read.
Sometimes it feels like my tongue gets too big for my mouth.
Yeah.
Like in the midst of speaking.
I had a dog that I felt like that.
It swells up, yeah.
I felt like my dog's tongue just didn't fit in the mouth. Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. Phone lines are lit up. We'll get to you guys. We'll get you ready for your night in sports. And then we'll do 3 stars. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
You don't just ski, you dominate. You don't just ride, you conquer. At Killington, the Beast of the East, we fuel your adventure and ignite big mountain dreams. Be the Beast. Experience Killington, an Icon Pass destination.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats.
Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Oh, yeah. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's exactly when it's Tully time. St. John's, noon. Get some basketball in just a couple hours here at the Garden against Providence in the quarters of the Big East. Then 7 o'clock, the Devils hosting the Flames, 7:30. I still don't like this. The Nets visiting the Hawks in Atlanta. Of course, it's in Atlanta. And then 8 o'clock, Rangers are in Winnipeg. That's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Calvin in Washington Heights wants to talk about the World Baseball Classic. Good morning, Calvin. How you doing?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. Man, it's an amazing environment in Miami, man. When you see Juan Soto playing, like the whole team, I don't want to say Juan Soto, they feed off the fans. They feed off the fan base. That's why they are so excited and playing. The energy is like higher than the World Series. I can explain. I don't know how to explain it.
You're not wrong.
People dancing, instruments, women going crazy, everything. I would really like to say it's so serious for these fans. I will really tell you this truth, the absolute truth. Jose Ramirez is not participating for the Dominican team. And this is news to you, he is getting hammered by an entire country for not participating. For not participating in the Dominican team, people are saying he was saying it's because of the reason his wife has complications of her pregnancy. But most people believe it's because in the interview he had is because of ego. He is a top 5 player in the game. And he's supposed to be, he said he wanted to start every third base, in the third base, or sometimes DH. That's what Pujols clarified. Having Manny Machado as defensively, it provides the team better defensive presence. He was supposed to be, it'll make the lineup deeper. You will have Julio Rodriguez in the 8th hole. And this is how serious it is. It's like an exciting time. That people feel so with the fan base. It's like the 1992 Dream Team that the Dominican are able to put. Obviously, Judge is the best right fielder, Bobby Witt, and Kyle Roddy. Everything else, that's how it feels for the fans.
See, I think what makes it equally exciting, Calvin, and thanks for the phone call, is that this is like open to any of these really good teams can win. 92, as great as it was, you knew who was going to win the gold medal.
I think it was just speaking to like the makeup of the team.
No, it's
like for them. This is their dream team.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with like who's going to win it. I think it's just like as far as what they put on the field every night.
It's amazing. Sensational.
It's amazing.
Sensational. By the way, I saw this before. I mentioned to John. It's like, oh, damn, great. Lindor's playing 5 innings in some minor league baseball.
Sounds like he's going to be ready.
So, I mean, we still have 2 weeks before the start of the season.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah.
Well, if I told you get a healthy Lindor, you'd say it's a great thing. Not knowing exactly what he's going to be is where I think you run into some of the trouble.
I just don't want to have this something as, we're just in an effort to come back at the start of the season. This affects us later on in the season.
Totally agree.
Plenty of time.
Totally agree. If it meant he has to miss 2 weeks of baseball, it's not a big deal.
It's not the most important 2 weeks.
AJ in the car wants to chime in. Hi, AJ. How you doing?
I'm good. I want to wish you a happy birthday, Dave.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, AJ.
So, Rick keeps teasing you that you're 60th. Of course, it's not. But It got me thinking, if I gave you the option of one of these things happening before your 60th, what would you choose? Either the Knicks, the Rangers, or the Mets winning a championship, or the Giants just making the Super Bowl, but no guarantee of a win. Which one would you choose?
But they could win.
They could win, but the other 3, you could pick one. It's a guaranteed championship.
But the Giants control their own destiny in the Super Bowl, and if they're a good enough team, they could get by the opposition.
They could, but it could be a situation where, like this past Super Bowl, where they just get, like the Patriots just get ran over. So, other 3, you're guaranteeing a ring.
This is not easy.
I think you got to guarantee
it. It is easy, Dave. You're getting blinded. It's you're getting guaranteed championship for a team.
It's not easy.
It might be easy for you, AJ. It's not easy for me.
What you've done is you've just exposed that there is no team even close to the Giants.
But you know that.
But he's just exposed it.
But exposed my complete transparency to begin with?
Yeah, but it's the Giants, and then it's like way down the list, everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would...
You'd pick the Giants. You would.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't even think it's that hard for you.
I think so. I mean, if I have a 50, I'm in the Super Bowl. Now it's a coin flip that I win it. I think I'll probably go with that.
You love the Giants.
So you tell me, Jets in the Super Bowl, or your other teams win the championship?
I don't think it's nearly as
What are you choosing?
easy though.
Okay, but what
I've been in the playoffs in 15 years to get to all the way to the Super Bowl and have a chance to win it.
I mean, I haven't.
Or I get to
sniffed the
pick a
Super Bowl.
guaranteed championship for the other team.
Yeah, you get it.
I take guaranteed.
Islanders win the whole thing. Mets win the whole
Guaranteed.
thing. Knicks win the whole thing.
Give me a guaranteed
A
championship.
guarantee. Which one are you taking?
Probably the Mets.
Mets.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so nice.
I love the Mets.
I know. As do I. See, here's the problem, and this is unfair. People are like, oh, if you would take the Giants option, it means you don't love. I do love the other teams. I just don't. I do.
Oh,
I just don't love them.
You can't say love. You like them a lot. You don't love them.
RJ,
you're guaranteeing them a championship. You don't love them.
RJ, do you go on my side of this argument or Rick's side? Just because I would choose the Giants, it means I don't love the other teams? No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair.
I do think that
you strongly like them.
Yeah. So
no.
If they are in the same category and you do love them all, there is a Grand Canyon size gap in the category of love.
Which is in love.
Have you ever had another girlfriend?
Not
than Ange?
Currently.
But that's
Can
not
I
a fair
please?
comparison.
Yes, in the past. Yes.
Okay. Did you say I love you?
Yes.
Did you love her?
Yes.
Okay. Do you love Ange differently?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
But he didn't have those other girlfriends at the same time.
No,
I'm done. Oh my God.
It's not. You're married to all these teams at the same time.
You're going to abandon the other teams now?
But that's my
I'm not
point.
abandoning anybody.
There's like younger 20s love, and then there's the way you love your wife. That's the Giants and your other teams.
Correct.
But it's a big gap.
You're treading in very dangerous territory
I'm not.
right now, by the way.
The Giants are the wife. The other teams are the former girlfriend.
But they're not your former girlfriends.
No, they're like
still,
side pieces.
They're your side pieces.
But like the person,
it's the ones you do dirty stuff
like,
with.
like the person you're talking about, for me, I was never going to marry. So your other teams, we just question your commitment at the time, right now.
I love the Mets. I love the Knicks. I love the Rangers.
You don't want to settle down with them, though.
They're not my one true love. They're not. They never will be. But doesn't mean I don't love them. They're just not. They're just not there. RJ, you have to have a favorite team. You have to.
No, I do, but I think once
his I know is the Cowboys.
No, it's the Niners. But having the Sabres back where they are, it's bringing out new emotions in me again. Like I feel I used the term yesterday. It's like I've fallen in love again.
Right, but if I would ask RJ the same question, he would guaranteed take the Buffalo Sabres Stanley Cup. Guaranteed.
He would take which one?
He would take the Stanley Cup for the Sabres before he would take just the Niners being in the Super Bowl.
Would you?
Yeah, a guaranteed title. Yes.
Guaranteed Stanley Cup. You take.
I've been to the Super Bowl.
Do you understand what
it
it'd be
hurts.
like on Chippewa Street in Buffalo if they won the
It
Stanley
hurts to
Cup?
get
No,
there
I don't even know what
and
Chippewa
Chippewa
Street is.
Street.
That's
the street.
Is that the Broadway of Buffalo?
In like
Chippewa
in
Street.
like other cities, there's like an area. New York is so vast. There's so many, but yeah, it's like.
I don't want to get yelled at by RJ. I got yelled at by him yesterday. He's like, you got to end the show now.
Right.
So let's do that,
I don't
RJ,
think
before
I
you.
said that.
You don't remember that?
I don't think I was.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wasn't that mean?
Interesting.
He said, you got to end the show.
Well,
so let's before I get yelled at
let's
again,
remedy that.
Let's do that.
Well, hopefully there's enough runway for this.
Number 3.
Oh, you know what? Ira, that man is saving lives even on vacation. But Rick DiPietro, you ask the important questions.
Ira, when you go on vacation, do you have like tearaways with your bikini on underneath so if in case something happens, you can just rip the pants off and dive into the water with your lifeguard bikini?
Almost like a Knicks player.
Nope. The bikinis are on all the time, bro.
That's right. All times.
Did he say bro?
He did. Because you never know.
You wear the lifeguard bikini on vacation?
100%.
Only that's it.
You have to have an even tan, man. You can't have like white lines and the brown tan half your leg.
Ira's packing heat is what he's telling you.
I love this for Ira. I love it. And he's saving lives while he's doing it. It's fantastic.
It's a great look for Ira.
Number 2.
You guys have this obsession with getting me dates, or now it's The Bachelor, but what you said is really troubling.
If he went on The Bachelor.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
We can do live shows from there. You go in the fantasy suite, Raymond?
Bring me in there with you.
And we're just not going to elaborate on all the other uncomfortable things you said after that.
Number 1.
Happy birthday, Dave. I mean, the start of the show, we put it right there.
On this Dave Rothenberg 60th birthday celebration.
That's not accurate. No.
Yes.
No. 53.
Listen, on a special birthday show, you get shout-outs.
Yeah, I hope you have a great day. My son's was on Saturday, so.
Is your son 60 also?
Oh, boy.
Good morning, guys. I'm calling to wish you a very happy birthday, Dave.
How happy, Robin?
And then, unfortunately, it culminates in poor Mike, who's trying to sing happy birthday to you, and, well.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Did you hang up on
I gave him 2 happy birthdays. That's what we gave Dan. It's what we gave Dan.
It was discussed with Dan.
It's what we gave Dan.
It is the first time
Mike.
I've ever heard Dave Rothenberg speechless.
I didn't.
It was enough.
Wow.
He's still trying. He's
hurt.
It was jarring.
And now you've lost him. You lost the poor guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
He
Mike.
doesn't listen to
I'm
the show
sorry,
anymore.
Mike.
He'll never
We all
hear
make
it
mistakes.
because he doesn't listen.
Tell his friends.
It's Rule 76.
No excuses playing a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Here on ESPN New York and on YouTube. We're a band.
Yeah.
The 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like a new hot boy band with an older gentleman.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments.